How are you?
Good. What happened?
No, the camera wasn't working.
Oh, what you put the code in there?
Yeah.
You're on.
Hello?
Morning to you.
Good morning.
Oh, that's right. Wait till they log in.
You on your own now. I'm not looking there.
Okay, because I ain't gonna be in here.
All right, Miss
Can you see me?
yeah, I can see you.
Okay, I got it.
Good morning, everyone. What I'm gonna try to do is I'm gonna try to get you out in the order that you came in. I'm gonna try to do this as expeditiously as possible. We'll give you an offer to resolve the case today. If you don't like the offer, then we can set a trial date. If you have some documentation, if you don't have a license, if you have a license registration, well, if you have registration and insurance, then get that documentation together. But otherwise, if you don't like the offer, we're gonna let you speak with an attorney to kind of give you some direction if you need to, all right?
Good morning, Your Honor.
Are we ready, Ms. Williams-Loman?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, let's get going. This is the City of Detroit versus Colton Michael O'Day, case number Z8091441. Appearance for the record, please.
Good morning, Judge Clay Miller, PA 6291. Here on behalf of Mr. Odie. I believe he's in the courtroom with us today.
All right, good morning to you, Mr. Miller. Mr. Odie, can you state your name for the record, please?
Yes, Your Honor. Colton Odie.
All right, good morning to you. Today is the date and time set for a pretrial. What about, have we given a bond and stuff like that on this case? I don't see anything.
Sorry, what was that, Judge?
What's gonna go on with this case?
It's set for pretrial today, Judge. We need discovery, so I would like to make a request for discovery. But I think we're setting it for a trial date.
Okay, we can set it for trial date. I can set it for discovery. I need to get some type of testing going on, Mr. Odie. I don't know why it hasn't been set already, but we're gonna do that right now. For purposes of, bond, Mr. Miller.
Sure, Judge. This is his first offense. He was actually tried for this offense in 2023, and the case was dismissed. No PO showed up at the trial date, and he received another notice. For that first time around, he complied with testing. He never missed a test and was never failed a test. He had a personal bond on that case. He showed up to every single hearing. He had retained counsel, and we're retained again on this one. He'll be at every hearing, and he will continue to test however you'd like to test him. He will comply with all that testing, Judge. He's a young kid. He's working hard. This is a single time mistake. He doesn't have any priors. So we're asking for another personal bond and any sort of testing that the court deems reasonable. I think my client will comply with quite easily.
Well, I do recall this case. That's why I was kind of shocked that there was no other paperwork in there, but now I understand why this is a refile. So I don't, I'll do the same $500 personal bond, testing one time per week. I do need your phone number again, Mr. Odie.
Yes, area code 989-980-4201.
Refer to probation for the testing. And I'm gonna give you the number to probation. Hold on a second. 965-3414. I'm gonna set it for a trial date, and that date will be June the 20th is the trial date. So that'll give you time, Mr. Miller, to get the discovery and to do the necessary work that you need to do. We will, if you need to change the date or if you need to file some motions, we'll be here and you know how to take care of that.
Absolutely, Judge. Thank you so much. That works for us.
Anything further?
Nothing further, Judge.
All right, if there's nothing further, both of you have a very good day. Best of luck to you.
Thanks, sir.
You as well, Judge. You and your staff. Take care. Have a good week.
All right, you too. Mr. Bennett.
Yes, Your Honor, I'm ready. I'm Mr. Losier.
Where, Losi, what is that set for? Okay, that's
It's set for a pretrial, Your Honor. We do have a plea agreement worked out.
Detroit. This is Todd Allen Losi, case number SP 47292, counts 1 and counts 2. Appearance for the record, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Samuel Bennett praying on behalf of Mr. Losier. We're here for a pretrial, Your Honor. We waive our in-person appearance, have no objection to Zoom.
All right, Mr. Losi, good morning to you. Can you state your name for the record, please?
Todd Losier.
Losier, I'm sorry. Today is the date and time set for a pretrial. What's the resolution of this, Mr. Bennett?
Your Honor, I've had a chance to speak with Ms. Walker late last year, and she has offered a plea of no contest to the Park After Dark ticket with a 6-month delayed sentence under 771.1 with a review hearing in 3 months and a condition for continued counseling for Mr. Losier.
Is that your understanding, Mr. Losier?
Yes, sir.
All right, did you go over his advice and rights with him?
Yes, Your Honor, I've gone over. He understands his rights to a trial, right to an attorney, et cetera. Yes, he does.
Raise your right hand, Mr. Losier. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
Yes.
All right, you can put your hand down, please. You understand the maximum possible penalty for this offense is 93 days in jail and or $500 in fine?
That's the maximum, Mr. Losi. That's not the plea agreement.
Yes, I'm aware.
You understand the absolute right, you have an absolute right to a trial?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Bennett, at some point during the pendency of this case has gone over your other advice or rights, did he not?
Yes, he did.
That was Mr. Losier that answered that?
I'm sorry, could you repeat that, please?
Mr. Bennett went over at some point during the pendency of this case, went over your other advice or rights, did he not?
Yes, sir.
You understood those rights?
Yes, sir.
Any questions about those rights?
No, sir.
You know, by taking the offer, you're going to give those rights up?
Can I have a sidebar with my attorney?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Judge.
Let's pass the matter. We'll join the breakout room.
Thank you,
Your
Judge.
Honor,
Yes.
I don't see him on the screen, but has Mr. Berry come in?
He hasn't.
Okay, I need to make a phone call. A moment.
You want to, you need to make that call now?
Yeah, Kevin.
We can go on. We can continue. I'll send a text.
Okay. Let's call the city of Detroit versus Shaniqua Gil, case numbers SP 1541664, counts 1 and counts 2. Appearance for the record, please.
Yes.
Good morning, Your Honor. May it please its honorable court, Sherika Harris, P 72832, on behalf of Ms. Gill. Please state your name for the record.
Shaniqua Gil.
Good morning, Ms. Gill. Today is the date and time set for a pre-trial. The offer is that to plead his charge on the allowing. Ms. Gill has an absolute right to a trial. I'll dismiss the other case. I'm going to put you in a breakout room, Ms. Gill. Ms. Harris is going to explain to you what that means, all right?
Okay, thank you.
All right. All right, Counselor. Mr. Clayton.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Mr. Bull, can you take the scarf off? Everybody, gentlemen, remove their hats and scarves off their head, please. Thank you. Good morning to you. Is your client here?
No, Your Honor, this is a civil infraction case.
Is set for formal hearing. All right. Do you know the officer?
I was looking right now to get the name.
Trooper, it looks like. Looks like a trooper. We're going to give him a half-hour grace period from 8:30, 8:35. They're going to have until 9:05 to show up. If they don't show up by that time, we'll call the case. If they do, we'll let you have time to work it out with the trooper and
Sounds good. Thank you.
all right.
And Your Honor, this is Stan Bennett on Mr. Losier. We're ready when you are again. Sorry about that.
That's all right. Let's go back on the record with Mr. Losier. Mr. Losier, after giving you an opportunity to speak with counsel, you understand that Mr. Bennett went over your other advice or rights, did he not?
Correct.
You understand those rights?
Yes, sir.
You know you'll be giving those rights up when you take this deal?
Yes, sir.
Has anybody offered you anything other than what's been stated in the record?
I'm sorry?
Has anybody offered you anything other than what's been stated in the record?
No, sir.
All right, counsel, for the no contest plea, is there would you stipulate to the face of the ticket as an active factual basis?
Yes,
for
Your Honor,
that
I would
plea?
yes, Your Honor, so stipulated. Thank you.
Stipulate the probable cause for the dismissal of the other matter.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, with that, the no contest plea will be entered into, that's by agreement of the, you and the city attorney. It's gonna be treated as a guilty plea as a purpose of sentencing, sir. So I'm gonna sentence you to $240 fine, 6-month delayed sentence. We'll review it in 3 months. The review date is going to be May the 28th, 2024, and that's stipulation to take some sort of class as well.
Just to continue counseling. So we'll provide proof of his continued counseling.
Continue counseling. All right. Will provide. All right. If there's nothing further, we'll see you back on May the 28th, 2024 at 8:25. I wish you the best of luck, sir. Have a very good day, and see you as well, Mr. Bennett. Have a good day.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a great week. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
And Your Honor, my condolences for your family member that passed away recently.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Take care of yourself.
As well.
Too much.
Harris, are we ready to go?
You gonna talk to the attorney? Soon as they come, they're gonna call you.
Good morning to you. Hold on a second. What's your name, please?
Lawrence Gails.
Lawrence Gale.
Yes, sir.
Good morning to you.
Excuse me?
I said good morning to you.
Have a who?
I said good morning, sir.
Oh, good morning. I'm actually in front of courtroom 434. I don't know the way.
All right, I'm gonna put you on mute. It's probably best you stay out there for the time being. So if you need to talk to the attorney, I can put you right in. Now, let me ask you this. Hold on a second. Let's see.
Judge, while you're doing that, this is the city attorney. This is Dia Mason. When you get a chance, can I meet with you in breakout room 4, please, for a moment?
What room number?
I'm talking to the judge, sir.
Mr. Gales, let me ask you a question. Do you have a valid driver's license and insurance?
I do, yes, I do, Your Honor.
All right, run his license, Mr. Gale's license, and then when you can bring insurance. Do you have a copy of that insurance, sir? He should leave, smile. You said breakout room 4, Miss Mason?
Yes, Your Honor.
I said, I know how to do.
All right. Now, Ms. Harris, are we ready on anyone?
We're ready, Your Honor. We're ready on Gabrielle and we're ready on Ms. Gill.
All right, let's go back on the, did we call? We haven't called Gabrielle. Let's go back on the record with Ms. Gill. Ms. Gill, I've given you the opportunity to speak to counsel. Counselor, what's your client want to do?
Your Honor, she does have insurance to provide and show the court. The driver actually does have a, well, the driver has a valid license is what I'm told. The court, if the court is able to confirm that, it would be appreciated.
Now, is this something that you've already worked out with Ms. Mason?
I did we were thinking that we would need to adjourn, but Ms. Gill does have the insurance to show to the court.
So is what I'm understanding is that the court is willing to dismiss the city is willing to dismiss that this individual does have a valid license?
That was my understanding. I have requested that she come back to the main session just so that we can be clear about that for purposes of the record. But we can pass this matter until she comes back in if the court is willing.
All right, let's pass it and see. And then this is this person, Larry Miller Johnson.
Yes.
All right, let's run his license and be up. Larry Miller is in the notes right there. His birthday is. Let's pass it and then you get that clarity and then we'll go from there. Ms. Robinson, are you there?
Ms. Ramos, Your Honor.
Oh, hold on a second.
I'm here, Judge.
Okay, good morning to you. Are we ready on Ms. Lee?
I just need the pre-sentence report, Judge.
Get this to Ms.
Yeah.
Can you get this to Ms. Miller, please? And Ms. Robinson. All right, let's pass it. Good morning, Ms. Lee. All right, let's go to the city of Detroit. Let's go off the record with Gil. Let's go to the city of Detroit versus Gabrielle. Case number SP 1506106, counts 1 and counts 2. Appearance for the record, please.
Cherika Harris on behalf of Ms. Gabrielle, please state your name for the record.
Gabrielle.
It's the date and time set for arraignment on the bench warrant. Go ahead, counsel.
For purposes of arraignment, my client stands mute.
Enter a not guilty plea on her behalf, give her a $0 bond. Ms. Gabrielle, is my understanding that you want an appointed counsel on this?
Yes, sir.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get you an appointed counsel. And we're gonna set a pretrial date for April the 15th, 2024. I have your number and your email address here. You need to answer the calls that you might not recognize because that should be that, one of those calls should be that appointed attorney. And come back on April 15th and that attorney will help you advise you to proceed on this case, all right?
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions, ma'am?
No, sir.
Great day, best of luck to you. Next time I'm gonna need you to zoom in so I can see who Ms. Gabrielle is, all right?
I will. My phone died last time.
All right, have a good day. Best of luck to you, Miss Gabrielle.
Okay, thank you.
All right, let's see here. Is that William Morris Griffin? Maybe on the phone, press star 6 to unmute yourself if you're on the phone. He's on a Motorola device. This is the city of Detroit versus William Morris Griffin, case number SP15384181. Appearance for the record, please.
Chair Harris, on behalf of the defendant, please state your name for the record.
William Morris Griffin.
Big crime set for a trial. Mr. Griffin, do you have valid insurance?
Yes.
Can I see that, please? Where's Miss Mason? Let's see what he has there. Okay. Ms. Mason, are you there? Sorry, Mr. Griffin. Ms. Mason,
I'm here, Your Honor.
Can you put your appearance on the record, please?
Yes, for the record, Diachiku Mason, City of Detroit, 43471.
Okay. Ms. Mason, Mr. Griffin, he has shown the court valid insurance. He has only one count, no insurance misdemeanor. What is the city's recommendation?
For Mr. Griffin, we have dismissing on the insurance. I see only two. Is this Raymond or William Griffin?
William Griffin.
Oh, William Griffin. I'm recommending a dismissal on that one, Your Honor.
Dismiss for providing valid documentation. All right. All right, Mr. Griffin, there's nothing further. Have a very good day. Best of luck to you. All right.
Thank you.
In a breakout room with this. I'm gonna put you in a breakout room with this. With Miss Lee, Miss Robinson. Run the license of that individual. Yes. All right. Are we ready on Gil?
Yes.
I believe we are, Your Honor. Ms. Mason, Ms. Gill was able to present the insurance, and I believe the court is verifying the status of the alleged unlicensed driver.
Let's go back on the record with Ms. Gill. Ms. Gill, I do have a valid driver's license for
Larry.
No, this is Gails. That's Gails. I need valid license for. You know, I do, that's what, but the person that's on the bottom of the ticket and the license for. Let me see. No, this person, Larry Miller Johnson. All right, let's pass it again. Larry Miller Johnson. No, stop. Date of birth, yes. I need to see if he has a
Date of birth is June 18th, 1983.
All right, I have that.
She can possibly provide the driver's license number because he may be in close proximity to her. She has his paperwork.
Yeah.
All right, do you have the driver's license number?
Yes, 1 second. Oh. Larry, I need your driver's license number. Let me just see your ID. I don't see it on the paper. Yeah, I don't see it on this paper. Let me see your ID. Who? Oh, I'm sorry. It's J525488603-467.
You gotta do that over. You said it was J.
J525488
488
603 467.
Thank you.
No problem.
All right, we have a valid driver's license for that person that is listed. It's listed Larry Miller Johnson, date of birth 6/18.
Are we back on, Your Honor?
Yeah, we're back on the record with Ms. Gil. We have a valid driver's license for that person that's listed in the notes as Larry Miller Johnson, date of birth 6/18/83. The license does read that. So we this is an allowing and a no insurance misdemeanor.
Yeah, for the record, Your Honor, the City of Detroit, DHQ Mason 43471, we would be recommending dismissal at this time.
Okay, dismiss the case and to say we're providing valid documentation. All right, it's nothing further, Ms. Gill. You have a very good day. Best of luck to you. All right.
You as well. You guys have a great one.
This is the City of Detroit versus Aaliyah Lewis, case number SP 1539917, counts 1 and counts 2. SP 1526815, counts 1, 2, and 3. Appearance for the record, please.
Clay Miller, P86291, here on behalf of Ms. Lewis. Ms. Lewis, can you please state your name for the record?
Hi, Aaliyah Lewis.
Judge, we're here for a pretrial and an informal hearing. I'm not sure if there's an offer.
Your Honor, at this time, DHQ Mason, City of Detroit 43471. At this time, the offer is improper plates for the no insurance misdemeanor and dismissing the insufficient defective lights.
We also have 3 civil infractions: no insurance proof, a no valid registration, and an expired plate. Those are the ones that aren't listed on. So 3 civil infractions, no insurance proof, a no valid registration, and an expired plate. All 3 civil infractions.
Your Honor, the City of Detroit would be making a recommendation of dismissal of those matters.
All right, so here's the deal, Ms. Lewis. You plead to the 1 count of improper plates, amended count, $240 fine. We'll dismiss all the other matters. Dismiss the misdemeanor, no insurance upon payment of the $240. It doesn't abstract to the Secretary of State, therefore it doesn't carry any points. But keep in mind, you have an absolute right to a trial.
Okay.
All right, I'll put you right with Mr. Miller, speak to him and see if that let us know what you want to do out. All right.
Okay.
If she wants to take the deal, please read her as a vice.
Yeah, absolutely, Judge. Thank you.
All right, City of Detroit versus Junius Michael Little, case number SP 1239641, SP 1539016, counts 1 and counts 2, and SP 1539047. Appearance for the record, please.
Sherika Harris on behalf of Mr. Little, please state your name for the record. You have to unmute your device.
Can you hear me? Junius Michael Little.
And for the record, Your Honor, Diachiku Mason, City of Detroit, 43471. We do have an offer in this matter. Ticket ending 0471, license improper, that would be dismissed. Ticket ending 0161, disregard a red signal, that would be 1 to 5 speed, straight up. Ticket 0162, insurance no proof, that would be dismissed.
What about 123-96041, driving unsafe manner? That was a separate case.
We would dismiss that, Your Honor, if he pleases to disregard the red signal 1 to 5.
1 to 5, sir, is the offer, is a civil infraction. It has 1 point on your driver's license, and that is going to be 2 points on your driver's license. I'm sorry. 1 to 5 over limit, 2 points on your driver's license. That is $125. You have an absolute right to a trial, sir. I'm going to put you in a breakout room with Ms. Harris to speak to her about it, okay?
Yes, sir.
And then we'll dismiss the other matters. Join the room, please. Okay, are we ready on Ms. Lee? You said something.
Your Honor, is that Tarika Lee, Takyra?
Nisha Lee is set for a sentencing.
Oh, okay. Okay, Your Honor.
Are we ready on Mr. Little?
Yes, Your Honor.
Let's go back on the record with Mr. Little. Mr. Little, I've given you an opportunity to speak to counsel in the breakout room. Counsel, what's your client want to do?
Your Honor, it's my understanding that my client would be admitting responsibility to the amended count of speeding 1 to 5 over, which I believe is 1 point, Your Honor.
On the list here, it says 2 points, so maybe a typo. I think it is a 1 point. I can look it up and make sure.
Yes, Your Honor, it is. City of Detroit, it is a 1-pointer. Based upon our review of the Secretary of State moving violation code.
Very well. Okay, you want to take the deal, sir?
Yes, sir.
And we'll stipulate to the face of the ticket for purposes of the factual basis and stipulate to probable cause for the dismissals.
Very well. I'm going to find your client responsible for the amendment 1 to 5. $125 is going to be the fine, and we'll dismiss the other matters. When can you pay the 125, sir?
I can pay it Friday.
All right, I'm going to have you pay by Friday. That would be pay at any DivDat kiosk in the city of Detroit. I'm told you can upload the DivDat app to your phone, or you can come on down to the courthouse and pay it in person. Those are the two best ways I can tell you to pay it. If it's nothing further, sir, you have a very good day. Best of luck to you, all right?
Thank you, sir. Same to you.
What about, court day? This is the state of Michigan versus Brandon Taylor Court Day, case number SX 432-91861. Appearance for the record, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Spencer Clayton appearing on behalf of the respondent in the matter, P number 7732.
All right, good morning to you, Counselor. As for your client's presence.
Your Honor, ask the court to waive his presence. I do have the authority to practice on his behalf, this being a civil infraction.
Very well, I'm gonna waive the presence. You indicated you have counsel. Now I'm looking for the trooper. Is there a trooper name? He usually shows up to, but he hasn't the last couple of times. BOCZKAJA, Justin. All right, hearing no response, you want to make a motion, Counselor?
We'd move to dismiss.
And not seeing that officer in the breakout room, the trooper in the breakout room, it is now 9:23. That trooper had a half-hour grace period from 8:35. We're going to grant the motion to dismiss. There's nothing further, Counselor. Have a very good day. Best of luck to you.
Thank you, Judge.
Ms. Mason, you have a lot of officers in the room number 1.
Very good, Your Honor. I'll check on them.
Okay. Is Miracle here? Miracle Gilmer?
Yes, I'm here.
What about the interpreter?
They're still searching for once.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can. Hold on a second. Good morning to you, ma'am.
Good morning.
Your worst. All right, this is the city of Detroit versus Miracle Latrice Gilmer, case number SP 11162, or strike that, SP 111-62891. She had some other tickets that go along with those, but it seems like she's paid most of those off and just owes $40 a piece on those. Appearance for the record, please.
Clay Miller, PH 6291, here on behalf of the defendant, Ms. Gilmore. Ms. Gilmore, can you please state your name for the record?
Miracle Gilmore.
All right, today is the date and time for a Raymond on the bench warrant. Go ahead, Counselor.
Regarding the warrant, Judge, my client would like to waive formal reading of the charges, stand mute, and enter plea of not guilty at this time.
Enter a not guilty on your client's behalf. We'll give your client a $0 bond. Maybe check with the city attorney with this violation of restricted license, what they want to do on that. I thought it was a food establishment, but it's a violation of restricted license. She also has substantially paid off 2 tickets, with late fees and all of that stuff. At some point, she incurred 4 points on her driver's license, with the 16 to 20 over. So see what the city wants to do on that, and then we'll pass it, get you an offer, Ms. Gilmore, and we'll try to get you out of here as soon as possible, all right? Keep in mind,
Okay,
you have
thank you.
a trial.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Judge. I'll do that. We are ready on Lewis, if you want to proceed with that before I jump in there.
Let's go back on the record with Miss Lewis, Miss Aaliyah Lewis.
Yes.
Correct.
Giving you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, what's your client want to do?
Your Honor, she wants to take the plea today.
Is that what you want to do, Miss Lewis?
Yes.
Can you raise your right hand, please? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Now you put your hand down. Do you understand the maximum possible penalty for this offense is 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines?
Yes.
Do you understand you have an absolute right to a trial?
Yes.
Mr. Miller went over your other advice or rights in the breakout room, did he not?
Yes, he did.
You understood those rights?
Yes.
Any questions about those rights?
No.
You know, by taking this offer, you're going to give those rights up?
Yes.
Hold on. Has anybody offered you anything other than what's been stated in the record?
No.
All right. Let me draw your attention back to January 14, 2024, around 7:14 p.m. in the city of Detroit, in the area of West Washington, Jeffrey Street. Did you have an occasion on that day to come in contact with the Detroit Police Department?
Yes.
Operating a motor vehicle?
Yes.
Did that officer ask you to produce valid insurance?
Yes.
You could not do so, could you?
No.
Why is that?
I'm sorry, repeat that?
Why couldn't you produce valid insurance, Ms. Lewis?
I didn't have any at the time.
Very well. I'm going to find your client guilty. There'll be a amended count, improper plate. The sentence of the court is going to be $240 fine. Well, I told your client I'll dismiss upon payment. And with stipulation of probable cause, we'll dismiss the other matters now.
Yes, so stipulate, Judge. Thank you.
All right, Ms. Miller, Ms. Lewis, when can you pay this $240?
Okay.
When can you pay it?
When?
Oh, when? I'm sorry. About in the next 2 weeks. My pay schedule is bi-weekly.
All right, you think you'll have that in by March 11th, ma'am?
Yes.
All right, come back on March 11th at 8:25 in the morning. Be here first thing in the morning. If it's paid, we'll dismiss the case. If it's not paid, we need to talk. But you pay it at any DivDat kiosk in the city of Detroit, or you come on down to the courthouse and pay it in person. I'm told you can upload that DivDat app to your phone.
Okay.
All right, if there's nothing further, I wish you the best of luck. Have a very good day. And
Thank you. You as well.
all right, as well. All right,
You too.
Counselor Zayed.
Judge, I don't want to jump in. Can I get some co-host capabilities so I can go talk to the prosecutor?
You know what I'm going to say about that, don't you, Mr. Miller?
Oh, no, sorry. I don't get to do house counsel much with you, Judge.
No, I'm just saying you did want to jump in.
Oh, there we go. Thank you.
All right. Is that Counselor, is that Justin Zayed there? Zayed? All right, let's continue on. Everett, Loman.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, what's going on with Miracle Gilmer? Oh, we have Miss Mason back?
Yeah, I see her.
Yes, I'm here, Your Honor.
Let's
Can I speak with you in the
let's go
breakout
back
room?
on
and you
the-
get
Let's go back on the record with Miss Gilmer. Miss Mason, can you put your appearance on the record, please?
Yes, I can, Your Honor. Dear Chiku Mason, City of Detroit, 43471.
All right, Ms. Gilmer has a violation of a restricted license, a no proof of insurance civil infraction, and then 16 to 20 over civil infraction. Ms. Gilmer has paid substantially on the 2 civil infractions. She owed $298. That balance is down to $40. And on the no proof of insurance, she owed $328. That balance is down to $40 as well. What is her offer going to be?
Our offer on this one, Your Honor, is going to be 1 to 5. I can give her a 1 to 5. I can drop that real low.
All right, well, I'll tell you what, offer is probably not, this ticket was written in 9/21/2020. So I believe even the 4 points that she got is probably wiped off her record. So, I mean.
If I do in LA, Your Honor, you got to check her record to see. I want to make sure she's not a CDL holder. We've been getting kickbacks on the Secretary of State. So if I do a 1 to 5, you can check her 1 to 5 LA, limited access. You got to check her CD to make sure she's not a CDL holder.
No, but I don't think I understand. What I'm saying is that any kind of punishment that she had as far as Secretary of State points would be probably gone now. And if you offer her a 1 to 5, that 1 point, that would kind of just further, that would probably bring that one back on her record since she's entered into another agreement now. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Right. What are her other charges?
So she has violation of a restricted license, a no proof of insurance, and a 16 to 20 over. It's just that she paid substantially on those 2 civil infractions, almost paid them off. She only owes $80 for both of them, and paid over $600 total almost, which she'll have paid. And then she has the misdemeanor violation of restricted license.
Yeah,
Well, I can give her an improper plate. I'm going to give her something, Your Honor.
All right.
I'm going to give her something.
Improper plate is the offer, and that's going to be a $240 fine. Mr. Miller, I'm going to put you in a breakout room with Ms.
Gilmore.
And speak to her about it, all right? And then there'll be a $240 fine, dismiss upon payment. And then I suppose we'll just dismiss the other 2 charges that she's paid most of them off. All right. Which breakout room are you in? Number 3. You'll be in number 3, Mr. Miller.
Okay, though. Thank you.
Your Honor, if you want, you can give them a regular breakout room, the attorneys, if that'll help the court. Like if you want to make one room just like for the attorney room.
No, I put them in each of their individual rooms. They're in room. Ms. Harris will be in room 2. Mr. Miller will be in room 1. And if you guys need to speak about it, then you guys can go to one of the empty breakout rooms. The officers are always going to be in number 1, and the House counsel assigned to number 2 and number 3, and then there'll be some other breakout rooms for if it has a 0, you guys can move to those breakout rooms and speak.
Okay, sounds good.
All right. Are we ready on Miss Lee, Miss Robinson?
Ready on Lee, Judge.
All right, good morning, Ms. Lee. This is the City of Detroit versus Nisha Sharon, case number Z80-88981. Appearance for the record, please.
Good morning, Your Honor, and the court.
Robinson.
Good morning, Your Honor. If it may please the court, Sarah Robinson, P63181 for Ms. Naisha Lee.
Good morning to you, Ms. Robinson. Today is the date and time set for sentencing in this matter. Go ahead, counsel.
Judge, I had an opportunity to review the pre-sentence report with Ms. Lee. She's indicated there are no corrections, so there are no deletions, additions, or corrections to the report. There is a recommendation for 1 year probation. I'm asking the court to either adopt that or depart downward and perhaps consider a 6-month probationary period. The reason I'm making this request is that Ms. Lee put herself on probation after she received this violation. She put herself into inpatient treatment. She was in share house for 1 month without a court order on her own volition. All screens have been negative for alcohol during the pendency of this case, which has been a long time. She's gainfully employed. She works at True Green. The season will start in about a month. She has completed truck driving school. And after she gets through this hurdle, she plans on changing careers and moving on to that more profitable employment as an over-the-road truck driver.
Do you have anything you want to say anything on your behalf? Or you don't have to?
No, sir.
Okay. All right. So what I want to direct your attention to the first paragraph. Let me see. The first paragraph in the report. The second to the last sentence and the last sentence. It's kind of like it seems like to me maybe a little discrepancy there. I don't know if you feel the same way, Miss Robinson.
She was negative for alcohol throughout the.
No, I'm talking about the first paragraph of the beginning of the report. It's the last two sentences.
One.
Hold on. Who's that? That's Nisha Lee. You got somebody in the background or something, Ms. Lee? It's after the talk about her siblings.
Yeah, I see that. I'm not really sure why that's in this report.
You want to discuss that with her momentarily to make sure? I just want to make sure that that's correct, so that we can. If not, I can write down here a correction to that.
I would ask that it just be removed from the report altogether.
I don't. I mean, and then, it's in the report. I don't know what grounds I would have to remove it necessarily. It seems like it was a conversation that was had during the time of while the report was taken. It does seem those two sentences seem to be in conflict with each other.
I don't think they're in conflict, Judge. Her upbringing with her family was good, and there was one actor, so I don't think they're in conflict, but I don't think that it's relevant to these proceedings. I would ask that be redacted, that I mean, if you're having a conversation with someone and you're opening up, you don't necessarily think that everything is going to be memorialized and put into a report. And she was being honest and forthcoming, and maybe there was a little too much detail disclosed, but she was being honest. She's been honest throughout this whole proceeding.
Yeah, I'm not questioning her honesty. I think she's very, I think she's done well. I guess based on that, I will redact that. All right. Based on that, it's going to be the sentence of the court to put you on a 6-month probation, Ms. Lee. I'm gonna do the downward departure because you have had this case open for quite some time, and you've been excellent. The last time we had the probation officer in here last week and said as such you haven't had any violations. We'll tend the alcohol, highway safety level 1. Attend the MAD victims impact panel. I'm not going to order outpatient treatment. I'm not going to order that you do the 12-step program. I'm not going to order the marijuana insight program. I will order you to view the consequences video. I will order you not to possess or use any illegal drugs. Shall not consuming alcohol, that's obvious, shall not consume alcohol during the pendency of this case. And you showed the court that you are definitely abiding by that condition of your bond and now condition of the sentence. I hope you continue to, no new offenses. $100 assessment fee. $240 fine, $35 a month supervision fee. And there is going to be a twice a month testing fee. I want you to test 2 times a month. And there's going to be some, I think $190 in statutory fees. I think the total is going to come close to $900. All right. Any questions? Are we still on?
Yes, Judge.
No questions.
No questions. All right. If there's nothing further, Ms. Lee, I wish you the best of luck. And I will see you back in 6 months. Can I get a 6-month date, please? Well, let's see you back. Let's see you back in 3 months. And for review.
You still want 6-month date?
No, I'll do this just 3 months. It's fine. I got that. I'll see you back in 3 months, 5/28/2024, all right, for 8/25. If there's nothing further, Ms. Lee, have a very good day. Best of luck to you, all right?
Yes, sir. Thank you so much. You as
I
well.
appreciate your patience. Sorry for that. You having to wait so long last week. I really appreciate your patience.
Thank you, and
Okay,
I
thank you, sir.
apologize to everyone. Thank you.
All right.
Your Honor, if I may, I have Attorney Harris in the breakout room. We can resolve these trial matters. This is a city process.
All right.
So this is a citizen information.
All right.
Joining now.
Very well. This is the city of Detroit. Everett Ricardo Loman. Is he here? Hold on one second, Mr. Loman. Now, Mr. Miller, I don't think the city understood what I was saying about her paying that money. Do you want to speak to the city about that on Gilmer?
Yeah, Judge, I was under the impression that we wanted to dismiss it as part of the deal, but they don't want to do that.
Well, see, but she's saying that she has to pay something, and she wants something out of her. And essentially, in all fairness to her, she's paid $258 on one ticket, which is much more than the $240, and was over the $240, and she's paid $288 on the other ticket. So she's already paid a total of $546 on those two civil infractions.
Right.
So,
and those, docket, right?
If you want to do it, I mean, what we could do is we can do it. We can let her take the plea, and I'll just use that as a sentence. All right.
Okay, that's okay. That's perfect. She'll do that. She would like that.
Let's go back on the record with Miss Miracle Latrice Gilmore. Miss Gilmore, I've given you an opportunity to speak to counsel in the breakout room. What does your client want to do, Mr. Miller?
Your Honor, she'd like to take advantage of that offer on the table today.
All right. Is that what you want to do, Miss Miller? I mean, Miss Gilmore?
Yes, Your Honor.
Can you raise your right hand, please? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
All right, you can put your hand down, ma'am. You understand the maximum possible penalty for this offense is 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines?
Yes.
You understand that you have an absolute right to a trial?
Yes.
Excuse me, Mr. Miller went over your other advice or rights in the breakout room, did he not?
Yes.
You understood those rights?
Yes, I did.
Any questions about those rights?
No.
You know, by taking this deal, you're going to give those rights up?
Yes.
Has anybody offered you anything other than what's been stated in the record?
No.
Let me draw your attention back to September 21st, 2020 at around 12:24 p.m. in the city of Detroit in the area of what is it, Gratiot and Bellevue. Did you have an occasion on the day to come encounter with the Detroit Police Department?
Yes.
Were you operating a motor vehicle?
Yes.
Were you operating that motor vehicle on a temporary driver permit?
Yes, that is correct.
Did you didn't have a person with a valid license in that vehicle at that time, did you?
No.
I find your client guilty of the amended count of improper plate. What I'm going to do now, as for sentence, is I'm going to close the matter out in the interest of justice. As I said off the record, this fine would normally be $240 dismissed upon payment, but she's paid in excess of $520 some odd on the two civil infractions already, which I'm going to dismiss with stipulation of probable cause.
Yes, so stipulate, Judge.
All right, I'm going to call that good and dismiss the case now. All right, ma'am.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Have a great day. Best of luck to you. All right, I'm going to waive the warrant fee. You're still going to have another $45 reinstatement fee sitting here, ma'am, on that violation of a license restricted. All right.
Okay, I can pay that online, correct?
Pay it online, you can pay it at any DIPDAC kiosk, or you can come on down to the courthouse and pay it, all right?
Okay, thank you.
Have a great day, ma'am. Best of luck to you.
You too, thank you.
Thank you. This is the City of Detroit versus Everett, Ricardo Loman, case number B133-00323. SP 1280286, counts 1, 2, and 3. SP 1284110, counts 1, 2, and 3. And SP 1284111, counts 1 and counts 2. Appearance for the record, please.
Clay Miller, PA 6291 here on behalf of Mr. Loman. Mr. Loman, can you please unmute and state your name for the record? Mr. Loman.
Send him an ask a lot of times.
Yeah, I just did.
Hello?
Can you please state your name for the record?
Everett Loman.
Thank you, Judge.
Let's call it a Raymond on the warrants, I'm sure. Let's see. No? Yeah, Raymond on the bench warrants. Those cases come up on March the 6th. We're going to treat it as a one-stop shop and consolidate the cases. So we'll call the day arraignment on the bench warrant for those other cases and pre-trial. Go ahead for the arraignment, Counsel.
We'd like to waive formal reading the charges, Judge, in regard to the arraignment, stand mute and enter plea of not guilty at this time.
Enter a not guilty plea on your client's behalf. We're going to give your client a $0 bond. Mr. Loman, I'll tell you straight up front. If you get found guilty or you plead to this dumping illegal dumping ticket, I'm going to fine you the maximum $500. All right. I'm going to pass the matter and give your attorney an opportunity to see what he can secure by way of offer. After he gets that offer, I'm going to put you in a breakout room so you can speak with your attorney, and we'll go from there. All right. You have an absolute right to a trial. Keep that in mind.
Okay.
Back in with us, Judge Mason.
Right, let's go back to the record with Mr. Loman. Mr. Loman, Ms. Mason, can you put your appearance on the record, please?
Yes, Your Honor. Chiku Mason, City of Detroit, 43471. What's the name of the defendant, Your Honor?
Everett Loman. Everett Loman, he has.
You said Moman?
Loman, Loman, He has only one ticket on the docket. That's an illegal dumping case. I told him already that if he pleads guilty or it's found guilty to that.
My offer at this point is delayed 6 months on that one.
All right, I'm going to fine him $500. He also has some cases that are coming up on the 6th for arraignment on the bench warrant. We consolidate those cases and we call all of those cases into the record. So he would need an offer for all the cases that are listed on.
You want a global offer on that one, Your Honor? I'm sorry to disturb you. You want a global offer on that one today?
Please.
What's the other charges?
That would be driving while license suspended, repeat offender, interfering with the government employee, blocking traffic, a 16 to 20 over, a no plates, defective equipment, license improper, misdemeanor, and a no insurance misdemeanor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 charges.
Okay. On the 16 to 20, I'll give him a 6 to 10. I'll dismiss the government employee. Like I said, on the illegal dumping is going to be delayed 6 months. And what's the other one? Give me another one. And Your Honor.
Have a driver's license, repeat offender, blocking traffic, no plates, defective equipment, license improper, and a no insurance misdemeanor.
And the blocking traffic. Rest dismissed.
Offer's gonna be, illegal dumping, 6-month delay. That's gonna be a $500 fine. It's gonna be a blocking traffic, $175 fine, and a 6 to 10 over, which is a $2.35 fine for dismissing the rest. You have an absolute right to a trial, Mr. Loman. I'm gonna put you in a breakout room with, Mr. Miller, and you can speak with him about this, all right?
Okay.
Join the room, please.
And Judge, on the trial ones, we're all set. I've talked to Attorney Harris. We're all set on the trial ones, if you want to go with those.
Very well. What's the offer for Adrian Lewis? He has a license improper, failure to stop, and no insurance. Civil infractions, 2 civil infractions in this meeting. Hold on 1 second.
Whenever you're ready, Judge.
It's fine.
Madam Clerk, I'm going to go down to the courtroom. This is the city prosecutor. I'll be right back.
Wait, Ms. Mason, can you meet me in 2?
Oh, okay.
Really fast?
Okay.
Corruption to a court class, to a court hearing, nigga. That's a fucking federal offense. Then you play a porn at that, nigga. That's a fucking 2 times federal offense. Top offenders list. You gotta get your wee.
Mr. Gist, everyone can hear you. Oh, yeah.
Mr. Gray, Keyshawn Gray.
5.
Did any officer show up for Gray?
Yeah.
Or did he show up?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't see
I
him.
think I saw him.
I thought I saw him, but I don't see him. Miss Mason, did you talk to Officer Wardlow on Wanderlow?
She did,
Oh,
but
she-
Your Honor, she had to go to the other courtroom.
All right, well, she's at,
I'll
Mr.
jump in.
Gray has got a retained counsel here.
You need to just call me.
Pardon?
I said, you need to just call me.
Thank you so much.
Where is Waiterlow? Is Keyshawn Gray here? So let's call this, are we ready on Mr. Everett Loman? Let's call the City of Detroit versus Adrian Lewis, case number SP 1462959, counts 1, 2, and 3. Appearance for the record, please. Ms. Harris.
Cherika Harris on behalf of Adrian Lewis. Please state your name for the record.
Adrian Lewis.
All right, today is the date and time set for a pretrial. Did you get an offer from Mr. Did you get an offer from Mr. Lewis?
I have not received an offer for Mr. Lewis, Your Honor. We did the trial matters when we were just in the breakout room.
Ms. Mason is not here now. All right, let's pass the matter. Let's go back on the record with Mr. Loman. Mr. Loman, I've given you an opportunity to speak to counsel in the breakout room. Counselor, what's your client going to do?
Can you
I didn't
hear
speak
me?
with Mr. Loman, Your Honor, but Cherika Harris on behalf of Mr. Loman. It looks like it's a plea. So, Mr. Loman, were you entering a plea?
Hold on a second. Mr.
Yes.
Miller spoke to Mr. Loman.
Yes, he did.
Are you there, Mr. Miller?
But while we are waiting, Your Honor, if the court could indulge and help us out by checking the status of Mr. Gasantiner's license, it would be appreciated. Please and thank you.
Mr.
I don't know. She's going to be on Facebook.
Sanders.
Can't smoke on the Zoom, sir.
Who is that?
Looks to be Mr. Lewis.
You gotta put your cigarette out, sir.
It's out. It's out, Your Honor.
Can we run his driver's license, that person who just pulled up, and see what reads? Mr. Miller, are you there? All right, we'll go with this.
If the court will allow, I can go back in with Mr. Loman. Mr. Miller's device might be frozen because it seems like it might be.
He just unmuted himself a little earlier, but go ahead.
And what was the offer, Your Honor, on Loman?
Gasanter, his license is valid.
We are ready,
All right.
Your Honor, since his license is valid.
The offer for Loman, all right, let's go back on the record for Mr. Loman. Ms. Harris, can you put your appearance on the record, please?
Cherika Harris on behalf of Mr. Loman. Please state your name for the record.
Everett Loman.
All right, the offer was an illegal dumping, 6-month delay, $500 fine. A a blocking traffic, $175 fine, and a 6 to 10, $135 fine, which would be 2 points on his driver's license. I told him he had an absolute right to a trial. He spoke to Mr. Miller. I'll put you in a breakout room with him to see what he wants to do. He indicated that he wants to take the deal and went over his advice and rights. I'm thinking, is that what you want to do, Mr. Loman? You want to take the deal?
Yes, yes, sir.
You want to speak further to Ms. Harris? I'll give you that opportunity too, or not.
Well, it's not necessary because I'm gonna just take the deal and I'm gonna just pay this stuff off. I want to just get it over with, Your Honor. I'm gonna take care
So
of it.
Mr. Loman, the only thing I'm just going to ask, you were advised of your rights and you understand your rights?
Yes.
And you don't have any questions for me about your rights, do you?
No, no.
Judge,
Okay,
I
and
spoke with Mr. Loman. Sorry, I couldn't hear what we were saying before my computer went down, but I'm here. I spoke with him. Sorry.
All right. You want to raise your right hand, Mr. Loman, please?
Yeah. Can you see me?
Yes. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
Put your hand down. You understand the maximum possible penalty for this offense is 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines?
Yes, sir.
You understand you have an absolute right to a trial?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Miller went over your advice or rights, other advice or rights in the breakout room, did he not?
Yes, sir.
You understood those rights?
Yes, sir.
Any questions about those rights?
No, sir.
You know by taking this offer, you're going to give those rights up?
Yes, sir.
Has anybody offered you anything other than what's been stated in the record?
Say that again, sir.
Has anyone offered you anything other than what's been stated in the record?
Oh, no, sir. Not at all.
Your attention back to, what is that, November the 2nd, 2023, at around 3:21 p.m., city of Detroit, in the area of Pickford and Trinity. You have an occasion on that day to be out there, and did you leave, what is this? You dumped 2 clear trash bags?
Yes, it was leaves. Uh-huh.
It was just leaves, sir, in those bags?
Yes, sir.
All right. Next to the roadway, right?
Yes, it was like on the curb.
And what did you dump them out of the clear plastic bags onto the curb?
I just took the bags and set them down on the curb.
All right. That's what I thought was the case. I'm in good conscience. I can't fine you $500 for putting 2 leaf bags on the curb. I'm more so looking at people that dump their trash and their building material and stuff like that out. So I'm gonna read through the sentence of that. I'm gonna find him guilty, and I'm gonna fine you $240, and it'll still be a 6-month delayed sentence. All right. You know, you put those in a leaf bag and you leave them at the curb and they can't say anything to you. Why couldn't you do that?
I don't know. I was just rushing, Your Honor. I wasn't thinking clearly.
Who's at Trinity? Who's at Pickford and Trinity? What's there?
Nothing. It was nothing over there. Just vacant. It was just lots.
And that's by your house over there, right?
I stay about 8 blocks away, but it was just.
Now it's making it worse. So you're gonna go ahead over there. I'm very familiar with the neighborhood, sir.
Yeah,
You got enough trash over there as it is.
No, it's clean. It's clean. It's clear. All of the lots is clear. It's just I was working in that area. I was working right down there. I just took them and just dropped them right there. That's all.
I know. Okay, so that's even worse. So it's clean over there now, because it wasn't always clean at all over in that area, was it?
Right. No, it wasn't.
And now it's cleaned up, and you're gonna go take your trash and dump it there again. So how old are you?
I'm 66. I just turned 66 in February, the 22nd of February.
And you've been in the city of Detroit all your life, haven't you?
Yes, sir.
And you've been dealing with this trash and this stuff all your life in the city of Detroit. And now you're telling me that they finally get it cleaned up over there, and now you're gonna be a part of the problem again.
It was just 2 leaf bags. They was tied up.
It doesn't matter whether it's 2 leaf bags, whatever it is. You knew better.
Yeah, I did, Yana. I did. I knew better.
You're a part of the problem, and you're 66 years old. It's ridiculous.
Well,
I guess it's just ingrained in you now, huh?
No, it's just something that I did that one time. It's my fault, and I did it, and I got to pay for it. So I was wrong. I was wrong.
Judge, if I may, if you want to, I can amend the offer and put in community service with Motor City Makeover. Motor City Makeover, where he would have to help maybe 10 hours of community service, picking up trash in the city of Detroit.
I can't do that one. My arthritis won't let me.
Oh, now he's pulling the Fred Sanford on us now.
No. Listen.
Fred Sanford on us now. That's something. This arthritis.
I'm disabled. I wasn't doing nothing. I wasn't doing nothing but driving the truck. That's all.
Please stop talking. Please stop talking. Fred can't drive the truck. It's because of his arthritis.
Man. One thing you're supposed to do is be honest, right?
At some point, yeah, you are. At this point, you are.
Well, I'm being honest.
All right.
Oh, I got him. Mr. Lewis, please place your device on mute.
All right, I'm gonna find him guilty as charged to the, I told him, after I hear it, I feel like going back to 500 now, but $240, 6-month delayed sentence. For the civil infractions, stipulate to the basis of the ticket as an accurate factual basis for those responsible, please, counsel. On behalf of your client.
Hello?
I know it's going to be one of those.
So stipulated, Your Honor, co-counsel on behalf of Mr. Loman. So stipulated.
All right. With that, find him responsible for the amended count of blocking traffic 175 and the amended count of 6 to 10 over 135. Set the matter. You're going to pay this in a month. This 240, sir. So I'm going to put it on a review date for March the 26th. I want that paid by March the 26th to 240. All right.
The 240, I can pay that today.
Then we'll come back March the 26th. If all the other stuff is paid, we'll close it out. All right, pay it at any did that kiosk. Pay it at any did that kiosk in the city of Detroit. Come on down to the courthouse and pay it in person. I'm told you can upload that did that app to your phone. All right.
Okay, what's the total I have to pay all together, Your Honor?
I'm gonna go on the website with the kiosk or come down to the courthouse and you're gonna look that up yourself because I'm not gonna add it up for you. She's got to put it in the system. All right. So give her an hour or two to get it in the system. This math is an hour or two to get it in the system, and then you can either come down to the court, look it up at the kiosk, or you can look it up online. Okay. Is he gone? All right. That'll conclude that matter. Hello.
Hello. It went off. I can hear you, but I can't see anything.
That's good. You can look it up in about an hour when Miss Mathis gets that into the system. All right.
Okay, and then I take care of it, Your Honor.
All right, come back next month on March the 26th, 2024, and let's make sure it's taken care of. All right.
Yeah, because I got another court date in March, right?
No, all of it's consolidated to this today. So you just come back March 26th now.
Okay, and if everything paid, then we'll be good, I guess.
All right, have a great day, sir.
You too. Thank you very much.
Mr. Lewis, I've given, let's see, Miss Mason, what's the offer for Mr. Lewis? He's got a license improper, a failure to stop, and no proof of insurance.
On that one, Your Honor, I'll give him the 1 to 5, dismiss the license for improper and no insurance.
1 to 5, that's going to be $125 on your license. You have Mr. On the record for that case.
I did, Your Honor.
You sure you done?
All right. No, that's just up to you as a civil infraction. If you want to take it, it is 1 point on your license. What do you want to do, Mr. Lewis? You want to speak to the lawyer, or what do you want to do?
I speak to a lawyer, but I pay the one. I'll do that. I'll pay the 125.
Right. Stipulate to the face of the ticket as an accurate factual basis for the responsible plea, counselor.
So stipulated, Your Honor. We stipulate to probable cause for the dismissals.
All right. With that, I'm going to find him responsible for the amended count of 1 to 5, $125. When can you pay?
I can pay. I'll go up there and pay it today.
Pay it today. Pay it in the court. We'll close it out. All right.
All right. Thank you, Your Honor.
Nothing further. Have a very good day, sir. Best of luck to you.
All right. You too.
Crystal O'Neill.
Your Honor, I don't mean to interrupt. I just wanted to inform the court that we are ready for Mr. Keyshawn Gray whenever the court is ready.
Yeah, well, I always say you do mean to interrupt.
There's never a polite way to say it, Judge. I'm so sorry. You've called me out on that before.
There's no use of it, but I just say that all the time.
I know. I say it all the time, and you've called me out before. I don't know a better way to say it.
Gray versus Keyshawn Terrell Gray, case number SP 1466359, counts 1 and counts 2. Appearance for the record, please.
Why would they call my name?
Good morning, Your Honor. Alexandra Miller, P86290, on behalf of Mr. Keyshawn Gray, who is present via Zoom. Mr. Gray, please state your name for the record by unmuting.
Keyshawn Gray.
Keyshawn Gray, I'm sorry. Morning to you, sir. Today is the date and time set for trial. Did you confirm that Officer Waiterlow came here?
Yes, I did, Your Honor. I had the opportunity to speak with Miss Mason in a breakout room. The officer is here, and Miss Mason did tender an offer. At this time, we would be rejecting that offer, and I do have Miss Mason's permission to ask for an adjournment by defense counsel's own problem. I do have a mandatory appointment that I cannot miss today, Your Honor, for my pregnancy. And so I would not be able to handle the trial today. Miss Mason was kind enough to agree to a stipulated adjournment of the bench trial date, Your Honor.
I guess we can't hold that up, right? Is this going to be another trial date?
It will, Your Honor, and it would absolutely be a trial.
June 20th, 2024 at 9 a.m. Is this a bench trial or a jury trial?
It is a bench trial. I don't believe we waived our right to jury trial. So but I believe bench trial will be sufficient, Your Honor.
Well, we need to waive those rights right now, because if we have a jury trial, then we're probably going to need to set it on one of the jury trial dates that's scheduled for me if that's what your client wants to do.
Okay, absolutely not a problem. Mr. Gray, we have had this matter set for bench trial, meaning the judge would decide your matter. Do you wish to waive your jury trial right, or would you like a trial by jury for these matters?
I'll waive it.
You'll waive it? Okay. Bench trial date, Your Honor.
And you understand that you have an absolute right to a trial by jury, is that correct?
I understand. Yes, sir.
And once you waive that right, then you're not going to be able to regain that right. You understand that?
Yes, sir. I understand.
And you still choose to have a trial by the court, and be the trier of fact, as opposed to having six of your jury of your peers being the trier of fact?
Yes, sir.
All right, very good. All right, trial date is going to be June the 20th. I feel he freely and intelligently waive that jury trial right. Trial is going to be June 20th, 2024 at 9 a.m. All right.
Thank you very much, Your Honor. And would you like that in person or on Zoom?
So that's like Burger King. You have it your way. You and your client have it your way. All right.
Okay, thank you very much, Your Honor. I appreciate it. And thank you for the court's time today. I appreciate you all.
Very well. All right. Let's call the City of Detroit versus Crystal Laster O'Neill case. I guess it's case numbers SP 937-282, counts 1 and counts 2. Appearance for the record. Just state your name for the record, please, Ms. O'Neill.
Crystal O'Neill.
All right, and somebody can put their appearance on the record, but it's this is just a payment issue.
Sherika Harris on behalf of Ms. O'Neill.
And for the record, Your Honor, D. Chico Mason, City of Detroit, 43471. The offer in this case would be no offer on the improper plates, dismiss the NOP.
Well, I think I can say this has already been pled to already.
Oh, okay.
Pled to this on but it's got a plea date on 11/12/2024, but I think the sentencing date was 11/7/2023. And no payment. Where's the payment? That's what this case is about, money. Ms. O'Neill.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just currently on disability, and they just now cutting my funds back on, so I just need time to pay it.
Why didn't you come to the court and say that a while ago?
Because recently, to be honest with you, my car caught on fire. Somebody set my car on fire, so I really don't even have no transportation. I've just been going through a lot right now.
Zoomed in when you were supposed to.
I did Zoom. You mean my last court date? I did Zoom in, and then they post when I came to court. They told me to come back this day.
That was on the 12th. All right, review. When are you gonna pay it, ma'am?
I probably need like a month.
I'm gonna give you 30 days. 3/26. Come back that month. One of the cases will be dismissed, and the other will be closed out. All right.
Okay, you said 3/26.
Yeah, 3/26 at 8:25. Have a very good day. Best of luck to you. All right.
Okay, thank you.
Ms. Cox has been in there a long time. Ms. Cox, good morning. Oh, What about, Adriana's? Did I get pronunciation right? That Lewis on the last name?
Adriana Lewis.
Adriana Lewis?
Yes.
Good morning to you.
Good morning.
City of Detroit versus Adriana Lewis, case number SP 145033831. Appearance for the record, please.
Sherika Harris, on behalf of Ms. Lewis, please state your name for the record.
Adriana Lewis.
For the record, Your Honor, Dia Chiku Mason, City of Detroit, Law Department 43471. You need an offer on this one? Attorney Harris, did I give you an offer on this one?
No, we did not discuss this one.
Okay, on Adriana, I'll give her an allowing.
All right, officer allowing, that's a 0-point offense. It doesn't abstract to the Secretary of State. Pay $240 fine and we'll dismiss the matter. Put you in a breakout room with Mrs. Harris, and you have an absolute right to a trial, Ms. Lewis. Join the room, please. Ms. Cox, did you speak to the gentleman that needed the interpreter?
Yes, it was Mr. Carlos Galindo Hernandez, but I was asked to come back. No, the attorney hadn't come in to talk to him, Your Honor, and I'm not sure where he went.
He's still in the breakout room, I think.
Okay.
But what I needed to know was his full name and how he spells it. Is it hyphenated? Because I've seen him before. Or does he have a case number?
He did give me a case number, Your Honor. It's X4300354.
That helps. Does Juan Ramos, Gutierrez Ramos need an interpreter?
Señor Juan
No, yo no.
Gutiérrez, ¿usted necesita intérprete?
Oh, ok, está bien. Sí, sí, ahí sí.
He says if there is one, he will. I think he first said no, Your Honor, but then he said if there is one.
To make sure I understand everything.
Well, there is one, a very good one. So it's up to you.
Como usted quiera, señor Gutiérrez.
Está bien, sí.
So that's fine, yes.
Let's pull them off the breakout room. Ms. Cox, can you state your name for the record and your qualifications, please?
Maria Cox, C-O-X, State of Michigan, qualified Spanish interpreter.
Can you raise your right hand, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm that you will truly, accurately, and impartially interpret in the matter now before the court not divulge confidential communication, so help you God?
I do.
And do you swear or affirm that to the best of your ability, you will interpret from English to Spanish and Spanish to English?
I do.
All right, this is the state of Michigan versus Hernandez Carlos Galindo. Case number SX430035541. Appearance for the record, please.
Señor Galindo, perdón, señor Galindo, llamaron a su caso.
Sí, señora.
Yes.
Please state your name for the record, sir. Mr. Carlos.
Diga su nombre para las actas, señor Carlos Galindo Hernández.
Carlos Armando Galindo Hernández.
Do we have anyone Johnson at all? Hernandez. All right. Scheduled for a show cause on 3/4/2024. I know he was here. Go ahead.
Dice el juez que esto está en la fecha que tiene que presentarse el 4 de marzo.
¿4 de marzo?
March 4th.
Yeah, that's when the show clause, that's when you're actually supposed to be here. Do you have a valid driver's license?
Le preguntó, esa es la fecha en que debía haberse presentado, pero le preguntó al juez, ¿tiene una licencia válida ahora?
No, no tengo licencia. Igual no estoy conduciendo.
So no, Your Honor, but I am not driving at all.
All right. As for purposes of a Raymond counselor.
¿Qué van a decir con respecto a la lectura de Carlos, abogado? De Carlos, abogado.
Regarding the arraignment, judge, we'd waive formal reading of the charges, stand mute, and enter a plea of not guilty.
Sobre la lectura de cargos, nos quedamos en silencio, renunciamos a que lean los cargos en voz alta y entramos una declaración de no culpable.
Willing or not guilty on your client's behalf will give your client a $0 bond.
Entonces vamos a entrar la declaración de no culpable a favor de su cliente y le vamos a dar una fianza de $0.
And we're going to give him a pretrial date of March the 13th, 2024. We would give him an offer today or try to resolve it, but we don't have the file in front of us.
Entonces le van a dar una audiencia final preliminar para el 13 de marzo del 2024.
¿Marzo?
13 de marzo, sí. 2024.
2024.
Your Honor, you said something about resolving it today. I didn't hear that part in its entirety.
We would give him an offer today, but we don't have the file in front of him. Ask him to come back on a pretrial date of March 13th, 2024 at 8:30 a.m., please.
Dice, okay, que le hubieran podido hacer una oferta, pero no tiene los documentos sobre su caso frente al juez. Entonces, por favor, pide que regrese el 13 de marzo del 2024.
¿A qué horas? ¿Horas de la mañana igual? ¿8:30?
So, what time? The same thing in the morning, 8:30?
Yeah, 8:30.
By Zoom, Your Honor? Same Zoom?
Yeah. Yes.
Sí, a las 8:30 de la mañana por medio de Zoom, el mismo número.
4:34, si no estoy mal.
Perdón. 434, yes. Yes.
Listo, o sea,
Sí.
13 de marzo, 2024, 8:30 por Zoom.
Sí.
Listo, ok.
So, March 13, 8:30 via Zoom, yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Without further, have a very good day, sir. Best of luck to you.
Entonces, no hay más nada, buena suerte, se puede desconectar, señor Galindo.
Muchas gracias, hasta luego.
Thank you, goodbye.
This is the city of Detroit versus Juan Carlos Gutierrez Ramos. Case number SP 14223-1, SP 15299-451. Appearance for the record, please.
Clay Miller,
Your Honor, would you like
P6, I'm here on behalf of the defendant.
Ya entonces llamaron a su caso, señor Juan Gutiérrez, SP 142231 y SP 15299451. Y se presentó el abogado que lo está defendiendo y dio el número de su licencia.
For the record, Your Honor, Chiku Mason, City of Detroit, 43471.
Y dio la abogada fiscal su nombre, Chia Diku Mason, representando a la ciudad de Detroit, y dio el número de su licencia.
The offer for Mr. Gutierrez is dismissing the license expired and no insurance is pleaded down to improper plates.
La oferta que le han hecho, señor Gutiérrez, es que le van a anular que la licencia estaba vencida y que rebajan el cargo de que no tenía seguro a que las placas no estaban apropiadas.
All right, I will let the parties know that Mr. Gutierrez has paid a related civil infraction of 3-point offense to a failure to stop on January 22nd, 2024.
Queremos hacer notar que el señor Gutiérrez ya pagó una multa por $300 por la infracción civil de que falló en parar y ya hizo ese pago.
Let's do ask the purpose of show cause, Counselor and Raymond.
Entonces, ¿qué vamos a hacer hoy para la lectura de cargos?
Your Honor, City Prosecutor, do you want me to make an offer on the failure to stop?
Señor, preguntó la abogada fiscal al juez si él quiere que ella haga una oferta sobre ese cargo de fallar en parar.
You can, that's up to you, Counselor. He did pay it off, but you can if you're going to allow him to bring back that responsible plea.
We make the offer of 1 to 5 speed, 1 point.
Para el otro cargo, el juez dijo que si ella quería podía hacerle una oferta. Ella contestó que sí. Le van a dar de ir a alta velocidad más de 1 a 5 millas más alto de lo permitido, lo cual lleva 1 punto en la licencia.
And you're dismissing the 2 misdemeanors?
Y usted está anulando los 2 delitos de cargo menor.
Sí. Yes.
All right. The offer is going to be amending the failure to stop to a 1 to 5. You paid that. We'll amend that. You're not going to get any money back. I think it's only $10 extra, but it will save you a point. I mean, 2 points on your license. The failure to stop is 3 points.
Esa oferta que le han hecho le ahorraría, le quitaría, en vez de 3 puntos en la licencia, queda en 1 nada más. Usted ya pagó la multa, no va a recibir nada de vuelta. La diferencia son nada más $10. No lo oigo, señor Gutiérrez.
Sí, está bien.
Yes, that is fine.
All right. Let's stipulate to the face of the ticket as an active factual basis for that responsible plea. Counsel.
Entonces vamos a estipular a lo que dice el tiquete como prueba comprobante de los otros cargos.
There's Mr. Miller.
Sorry, Judge, I'm here.
All right, stipulate to the face of the ticket as an active factual basis for that responsible plea. Did you hear what's going on here?
Yes, I can. I so stipulate, Judge. I don't know why it's a little choppy for me. I got it turned up and I'm trying to keep my ear to the speaker as best I can.
El juez le preguntó al abogado defensor si él había oído cuáles eran las ofertas. Él contestó que sí, que tiene problemas técnicos, pero que sí, que él estipula que esos son los cargos.
All right, with that stipulation, we'll just amend the ticket to a 1 to 5. You've already paid, so we'll close it out. We'll dismiss the other 2 with the stipulation of probable cause.
Entonces, con esa, vamos entonces a hacer eso. Van a bajar los cargos de 1 a 5 millas. Los otros 2 son anulados y la multa ya está paga.
Está bien.
That's fine.
So stipulated, Your Honor.
Así estipulamos, Su Honoría.
All right, that'll conclude the matter, sir. Cases are closed out, and have a very good day. Best of luck to you.
Entonces, esto ya termina todo, señor. Están cerrados los casos y que tenga muy buen día.
Gracias, Your Honor. Gracias. También.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. This is, thank you, Ms. Cox. I think that's it.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a great day.
You have a better one. Thank you. This is the city of Detroit versus Wilbur Allen Ginsan Tanner. Case numbers SP 11602241, SP 11602621, SP 1236064, counts 1 and counts 2, SP 1383861, counts 1 and counts 3, SP 1469004, counts 1 and counts 3, SP 1532608, counts 1 and counts 2. Appear to the record, please.
Sharika Harris, on behalf of the defendant, please state your name for the record.
Wilbur Tanner.
All right, good morning, Mr. Santana. Today is the date and time set for a trial in the matter. Ms. Mason, can you put your appearance on the record, please?
Yes, Your Honor. Dear Chiku Mason, City of Detroit, 43471. Out of those matters, Your Honor, we do have 2 officers here. Ticket ending 2621, Officer Eric Croxton is checked in, and ticket 0041, Officer William Hill has checked in. The other officers on the remaining tickets, Thornton, Cohen Williams, and have not checked in.
Your Honor, with that statement before the court, defense will move to dismiss in those matters where the officers had failed to appear. And it's my understanding that Mr. Gesantner does have a valid driver's license. And I believe the people are inclined or in agreement with the dismissal of those 2 counts.
I do have a valid driver's license here for Mr. Gesantner. Is that the offer to dismiss the count based on providing valid documentation?
Yes, Your Honor.
As it relates to the officers that weren't here, that were listed in the record, I do have a note that Corporal Croxton, I did see him appear, and Corporal Hill appeared as well. For the Officer Thornton and Juan Hill, I'm going to grant the motion to dismiss based on no officer for those 2. I'm going to dismiss no officer on SP 1532608, counts 1 and 2. I'm also going to dismiss no officer on SP 13836. Right, that SP 138361, counts 1 and counts 3. Stipulates the probable cause. I'll dismiss the other matter for providing valid documentation. Harris?
Sorry, so stipulated, Your Honor.
I want to waive the warrant fees. You'll be responsible to pay any reinstatement fees, which I only see, I think, 1 he paid. He seems like he's paid that already as well. All right, so that should close the matters out. We'll look on the website to see if there's anything that you owe further, but it doesn't appear so, sir. There's nothing further. Have a very good day. Best of luck to you, all right?
Yes, sir. I can leave now?
Man. Amanda, have a great day, sir.
Thank you.
Amanda? Michael Livingston.
Yes, Your Honor.
Morning to you. This is City of Detroit, Michael Livingston. Case numbers 204-13750, counts 1 and counts 2. We'll call these other cases into the record as well. SP 153801-2, counts 1, 2, and 3, and SP 15383251. Appearance for the record, please.
Erica Harris, on behalf of Mr. Livingston, please state your name for the record.
Michael Livingston.
Today is the date and time set for trial on the 20413-750, counts 1, 2, and 3.
Your Honor, it appears. It appears those officers for the matters that were scheduled for trial today did not appear. Defense will move to dismiss.
Officer Ramos, hearing no response, having not seen that officer join the breakout room, will grant that motion to dismiss. As for the other matters set for pre-trial, you can either get an offer, see if the city will give you an offer today, set a trial date for those. Tickets are disobeying officer signal, driver license suspended, open alcohol in the motor vehicle driver, and a no insurance misdemeanor.
And Your Honor, there is one matter on the docket that says it's in review for expired plates. Does this follow along with those?
It doesn't. I'm not even gonna put that on the docket anymore. He still hasn't paid that. He'll pay that if ever he does on his own time. If it doesn't suspend his license, then they'll probably come after him civilly to get the money.
Yeah. Well, Mr. Livingston, my advice will be to set the matters for trial. Did we need to speak in a breakout room? Would you like a trial date for the remaining matters?
Or do you want to look at, do you want an offer, Attorney Harris? No? Okay.
I think I kind of know what the offer might be, but yes, we will take that. We will happily take that offer. Thank you, Ms. Mason.
Okay, we'll just dismiss everything except the passenger. He pleads to the passenger. Okay. He pleads to the open alcohol passenger.
$240 fine, 2 points on his license, alcohol-related offense on his license. Dismiss the other matters. You either set the matter for trial or you take the deal. Which would you like to do? Or you can speak to Ms. Harris in the breakout room.
We'll set it for trial, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
It'll be 6/20/2024 at 9 a.m. That's June 20th, 2024 at 9 a.m. You're welcome. There's nothing further, Mr. Livingston. Have a very good day. Best of luck to you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I'm going to waive the warrant fees. You're going to be responsible for the reinstatement fees on the cases that were dismissed today. Have a great day.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Jalen Giss.
Here, Your Honor.
City of Detroit versus Jalen Giss, case numbers.
Say that again, Your Honor.
Case numbers SP 137-1989, counts 1, 2, and 3. Appearance for the record, please.
Clay Miller, P6291. Here on behalf of Mr. Giss, state your name for the record.
Jalen Giss.
All right, today is the date and time set for a trial in the matter. I did see Officer Robinson. He's in the room now. Mr. Has there been an offer for Mr. Gist?
Yes,
I'm
there
sorry,
are.
Judge.
Yes, there is for the record.
What's the
For the
offer, Ivan?
record, I'm sorry. For the record, Dear Chiku Mason, City of Detroit, 43471. Attorney Miller, are you the attorney on this matter?
I know you and Attorney Harris were talking about trial matters. If you haven't spoken about it, then yeah, I am.
Okay, the offer is drag racing. Dismiss the remainder.
Drag racing, 4-point offense, absolute, I mean, day is a date time set for trial. Mr. Officer Robinson, good morning to you. Can you put your appearance on the record, please?
Good morning, sir. How you doing? Officer Willie Robinson, that's 25 minutes, Detroit Police.
Morning to you. That's the offer. Did you speak with anybody, Mr. Gist?
Last time there was court. Last time there was court, January 12th. I know there was an emergency court, and I was brought to a breakout room with, I forgot who, but I forgot the name specifically, and I was told to fill out a form, a TR205 form, I believe that's what it's called. An ownership form of the moped of the vehicle that I was using.
This is a reckless driving on a scooter.
Yes, sir.
Havana Classic 125. I guess that's pretty fast operating scooter run. I have an ownership certification. This Lorenzo Washington, I guess.
Yes.
Here's last name. So I do have that in the file. I don't know how that helps or hurts you at all. But I have that in the file. Offer, I guess, is probably still did you ever take a class, sir? Did you take the Better Drivers course?
Yes, Your Honor, I did.
And where is that? You sent that to me?
Let me see, one second. That should have been listed in the email. One second. Okay. So I have completion. Like I have completion of the class, but it doesn't offer a PDF or a way to download it. To download the certificate.
That's the Better Drivers course?
Yes, Your Honor.
Typically can send that straight to me from the website, but I'm gonna see if I have a copy of that here.
One second.
Does that in any way change the offer, Madam Mason?
That would, Your Honor. If we have no verification, that would change the offer, and we would proceed to trial.
Say that again.
That would change the offer if we don't have a better driving verification of him taking a better driving class. That would change the offer, which would be no offer. We would proceed to trial.
No, what I was saying was that further help him to because what I always understood is that on a reckless driving, the offer was nothing, and that's what the previous city attorneys that have been here, the offer with nothing taken would always be the drag racing. If they took a class, then it would be considered maybe a further reduction, but that's what my question was kind of geared toward. I'm looking now to see if I have a better driver's course anyway.
And I'm kind of agreeing with you, Your Honor, but we just need verification that he has done it, he's completed it, for that offer to be a drag race. If we do not have that verification at this point, then we will proceed to trial, since this is trial day.
We're not on the same page. We're not on the same page. What I'm saying is, typically, without any course taken at all, if Mr. Gist would have come in here on a pretrial date with the allegation of drag racing. Typically, it would have automatically be reduced to, the offer would have been presented to him for a drag racing. Just as a matter of offer and resolving the case at that time. And when it's opportunities, the city attorney gives the opportunity to take a driving course. If they take that course, then they usually say they will reconsider the offer once they show proof of the course. Now, in this case, I don't have the course anyway, Mr. Gist. Yeah, I'll give you an opportunity to send that to me, but I don't know if that's going to change anything as far as the situation is concerned with the city attorney's office.
And at this point, Your Honor, if you want to protect his Brady rights, I don't believe that he has received any exculpatory information. This is a misdemeanor. We can adjourn this so that he can get any material that he's entitled to under the Sixth Amendment.
And Mr. Gist, is there a possible way that you can send me the course or show us, or do you have a printout or anything?
Yes, I'm on the website as we speak right now, and it's saying it says I can screenshot it. I mean, that's the best way I could honestly show you and email it to you.
You send me that. I'm gonna put my email address in the chat. Send me that the copy of that. You should get a certificate from taking that course. Send me a copy of that, and I'll at least be able to have that and print it out into your file. And make sure one more time there's no course. Right,
okay.
Yeah, I think copy. I looked in my email address to see if there was one, and it hasn't. So we'll pass and we'll see if you can get that information. We'll still let you speak with the lawyer, and we'll if the offer is the same, we'll still let you speak with the lawyer, and then we'll proceed that way after that. All right.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, let's pass the matter. Let's go with Gails. Gails is here. He was on the phone. Press *6 to unmute yourself, please, Mr. Gails. Mr. Gails, he's out in the hallway. *6 to unmute yourself, please. This is the city of Detroit. Yeah, I got you. This is the city of Detroit versus Lawrence Edward Gails, case number SP 1534925, counts 1 and counts 2. Appearance for the record, please.
Yes, my name
Clay
is
Miller,
Lawrence.
PA 6291 here on behalf of Mr. Gails. Mr. Gails, please state your name for the record.
Yes, Your Honor, my name is Lawrence Gails.
Okay, good morning to you. As for purposes of show cause, counselor.
We asked the court set aside the show cause, waive formal reading. My clients voluntarily showed up today.
Enter a not guilty plea on Mr. Gails' behalf. Give him a $0 bond. We did run Mr. Gails' license. He's got a no insurance misdemeanor and a driving while license expired. He does have a valid license. Mr. Gails indicated to the court that he has valid insurance. Mr. Gails, do you have valid insurance on you right now that you can show the court?
I do, Your Honor.
All right, can you bring it on in the court, please?
Yes, I'm at the court now.
Well, you're outside, so we need to get a court officer. We need to get a court officer to let Mr. Gails in here.
He's in the hallway?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, let's pass the matter momentarily, Mr. Gails. We're gonna get a court officer, get that documentation out. We'll look at the documentation and we'll get you an offer after that, all right?
Thank you.
All right, just sit tight. We're gonna get somebody to let you in.
Okay.
James Garner. James Garner, is James Garner here?
I'm here.
Good morning to you, sir.
Good morning.
What is your middle name? Can you remove your hat, please? And your scarf. What is your middle name, Mr. Garner?
Errol.
Earl?
No.
He's on the 130 docket, Your Honor, I believe.
James Garner, Earl Garner. James Errol Garner, right?
Yes.
You are on the 130 docket.
If you want, Your Honor, I can give House Counsel an offer right now. She can report it to him.
On James Garner, do you see all the cases he has?
I see just the 4 that are on the docket, or 5.
Yes.
He's got more?
He's got plenty more.
Okay. You want me to come down, review, and do a global offer?
If you could, please.
Okay, I'm on my way down.
Mr. Garner, do you want to offer on these or do you want to go to trial?
I would like to know what the charges are.
Okay, this is the city of Detroit versus James Earl Garner. Case number SP 11000435, counts 1, 2, and 3. SP 116950. Those are driving license expired, misdemeanor, no insurance, insurance misdemeanor. Thank you. And an improper plate misdemeanor. All of them punishable by maximum possible penalty of 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines. SP 1169507, counts 1 and counts 2, expired license and no insurance misdemeanor, both punishable by 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines. SP 1169521, same improper plates, same punishment, $500 in 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines, maximum possible penalty. SP 1223079, driver license suspended. SP 1273761, SP 1292751. 3 of those tickets are all punishable by 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines. SP 1547006, counts 1, counts 2, and counts 3. Those are civil infractions. SP 1547407, counts 1 and counts 2. Count 1 being a driver license suspended repeat offender. This one is in warrant status, probably an old case that he didn't pay. SP 800104, counts 1 and counts 2. 1 being an unregistered untitled. He owes $1,194 on that. And SP and count 2 of that is a drove while license improper. It looks like he has a $114 fine on that. State of Michigan versus James Earl Garner, case number SX 36268561. That is a drove while license expired. And that will be $500 maximum possible penalty, 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines. Appearance for the record, please.
Sherika Harris on behalf of Mr. Garner. Mr. Garner, please state your name for the record.
First off, I do have a couple.
You got to state your name first. You got to state your name first.
No,
Let's start there.
Wait a minute, Ms. Harris. Wait a minute, Ms. Harris. I think Mr. Garner is going to represent himself. Am I correct, Mr. Garner?
I'm representing myself in what? I mean,
oh,
I'm confused about what's actually going on. First off, who's alleging these charges? That's what I'm curious about.
State of Michigan, City of Detroit.
Okay, well, if that's the case, there's a common law principle which states that for there to be a crime, there must be a victim. Corpus delicti. The state cannot be the injured party. And in the absence of a victim, there can be no crime.
Withdrawing my name from the record on that one. Thank you.
I know. How do you want to proceed, Mr. Garner? You set the matter. I'll enter a not guilty plea on his behalf. Give him a $0 bond. Either set the matter for trial, or I'll wait for the city to give you an offer. What do you want to do?
Well, the court hasn't even established jurisdiction. I mean, in order for jurisdiction has to be established first, and there's no jurisdiction established. And once jurisdiction is challenged, that must be settled before charges can be brought.
All right. Do you want to put that in a motion, sir?
As far as I'm concerned, any and all charges must be dismissed because there is no complaining witness, and the state cannot be.
I'm not gonna listen. If that's your motion, I'm gonna deny the motion. Okay. So all we're gonna do now, we're not gonna keep going back and forth. Either you take an offer or you set the matter for trial. Which one do you want?
Respectfully, in order for this to continue, there must be a complaining witness, and the state cannot be a complaining witness. Now, if I'm entitled to a fair trial, the law states there must be a victim. I'm just requesting, who is the victim? Who did I injure?
The citizens of the city of Detroit and the state of Michigan are the victims.
The state cannot be a victim. And if that's the case,
I said the citizens of the city of Detroit and the state of Michigan are the victims.
If that's the case,
Mr. Garner, can we just go into a breakout room and then maybe I can give you a little bit of advice to assist you with moving forward? Would you be agreeable to that?
Sure.
Okay, awesome.
Join the breakout room. We'll pass the matter. This is the city of Detroit versus Amanda Mae Lang. Case numbers SP 154-1529, counts 1, 2, and 3, and 214-546-341. Appearance for the record, please.
Good morning, Judge Clay Miller here on behalf of the defendant. Amanda, please unmute and state your name for the record.
Amanda Mae Lang.
Today is, good morning to you, ma'am.
Good morning.
The date and time set for pre-trial. What's the offer, Miss Mason? It's disregard the red signal, driving while license expired, no insurance, misdemeanor, and an insufficient defective equipment. Let me ask Ms. Lang, do you have a valid driver's license and insurance?
I do now, sir, and I just emailed you my insurance.
Okay.
My copy of it.
Let's run Ms. Lang's license, please. You emailed me. Okay, what I do have is I got a screenshot. Amanda Lang, Cure Auto Insurance. Expiration date is 8/25/2024.
Yes.
All right, license is valid as well. What is the offer gonna be for Ms. Lang, please, Ms. Mason?
For the record, Your Honor, Dia Chiku Mason, City of Detroit, 43471. The offer is 1 to 5 limited access. Judge, could you just verify that she does not have a CDL?
CDL?
Commercial driver's license.
Yeah, it doesn't appear that she does, just a operator, license type operator, CDL not licensed.
Okay, so the offer is in LA, 1 to 5 LA, limited access.
Limited access 1 to 5, ma'am, that will abstract to the Secretary of State, however, it won't carry any points, and we will give you a, it'll be $125 fine. You have an absolute right to trial. Hold on, who is that? Please, sir, Mr. Leon. You have an absolute right to a trial. You can speak with Mr. Miller in a breakout room if you choose. What would you like to do, ma'am?
Trial, please.
Trial?
Yes, sir.
Let's go trial. And that's gonna be June the 20th, 2024 at 9 a.m., okay?
June 20th.
2024 at 9 a.m.
9 a.m.
Nothing further. Have a very good day. Best of luck to you.
You too. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, let's go with Justin. Who is Justin? Is Justin still here? I don't see him anymore. Let's go down to Gooden. Is that Gooden? G-O-D. G-O-O-D. Period in as it listed there, but there may be a typo.
Where would it typo?
Wrong. Goodman. Wrong. Goodman, is that you, sir? Speak up, please. Take your hood off, please. Mr. Goodman? Can you turn your volume up a little? I think that might have gotten it. Good morning to you. All right. This is the City of Detroit versus Jerome Leon Goodman, case number SP 109-30611, SP 111-03391, SP 112-3155, counts 1, 2, and 3, SP 113-0293, counts 1 and counts 2, SP 125-7941, counts 1, 2, and 3, SP 125-79431, SP 125-79531, SP 125-79532, SP 152-08151. Appearance for the record, please.
Clay Miller here on behalf of Mr. Goodman. Mr. Goodman, please state your name for the record. I don't see him anymore.
This is Gail's documents.
You have it? Guess we lost Mr. Goodman. All right, state your name, Mr. Goodman. Good morning to you.
Judge, do you want me to bring Gail in here?
Mr. Goodman, state your name for the record, please.
Jerome Goodman.
All right, Today is the date and time set for Raymond on the bench. Counsel.
Waive formal reading. The charges stand mute. Enter a plea of not guilty right now, Judge.
What's your date of birth, Mr. Goodman?
About 50,000.
1,000. All right, let's strike all of those cases from the record. That must be Mr. Goodman's father. All right, let's call the city of Detroit versus Jerome Leon Goodman Jr. Case numbers B13216424, B13216524. Appearance for the record, please. I mean, again, put your appearance on the record, Mr.
Clay Miller, here for Mr. Goodman. Mr. Goodman, state your name after me for your record, for the record. You state it now. Come on.
Goodman.
All right. Today is the date and time set for a show cause as purposes of arraignment, counselor.
Purpose of the show cause, we ask that be set aside. If he's not guilty at this time, waive formal reading.
Defendant not guilty, plea on his behalf, give him a $0 bond. Mr. Goodman, yeah, what's the offer, Ms. Mason, for a no dog license and a dog restraint? No dog license and failure to restrain dog. You're on mute.
Did you need to speak to the prosecutor, Your Honor?
Yeah, put your appearance on the record for Mr. Goodman Jr., please.
Chiku Mason, City of Detroit, 43471.
All right, what's the offer for a no dog license and failure to restrain?
At this point, there's no offer. I need to talk to my investigator.
All right, we set the trial date or plea as charged. And I just set a trial date.
Yeah.
Come back on June the 20th, 2024 at 9 a.m. We'll try to get some resolution then. If the dog is not licensed and the allegation is true, you need to get that dog licensed if it still exists. If not, then just come back on the date of trial. We'll get the matter resolved on that date. All right. Where's Mr. Goodman? I think he was having trouble with his device. Mr. Goodman? Mr. Goodman?
Yeah.
The city's not prepared to give you an offer. They want to speak to the investigator. If the allegations are true and the dog is not licensed, you need to get that dog licensed. All right, if it still exists. If the allegations aren't true, we'll set the matter for a trial on June the 6th. I mean, strike that, June the 20th, 2024 at 9 a.m. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, you got that? Come back June the 20th, okay?
All right.
All right, have a great day. Best of luck to you. All right, Irvin Gross. Oh, let's go back on the record. Let's go back on the record with Mr. Gails, Mr. Lawrence Gails. I do have valid license and he showed me valid registration and insurance. What's the offer going to be for Mr. Gails? He has a driving license expired and a no insurance misdemeanor.
For the record, Your Honor, Dia Chiku Mason, City of Detroit, 43471. We will be dismissing this matter for compliance.
All right, Mr. Gails, they're gonna dismiss your case for compliance. If there's nothing further, you can hang up and have a very good day, sir. Best of luck to you, all right? Urban Gross. All right, are we ready on Garner?
I believe he's ready, Your Honor. He's representing himself.
Let's go back on the record with Garner. What do you want to do, Mr. Garner? Do you want a trial date or you want an offer? Those are really your only two options.
Okay, since we are on the record, all I'm asking for is the
Okay, one last time. Now listen, here's how it's gonna go from this point on. If you don't answer the question that I asked specifically, then I'm gonna hold you in contempt of court and we're gonna move from that point on, right? Get up, Mr. Raymond.
So you're telling me,
Mr. Garner. We're
so
not gonna have a
court is just gonna violate the
conversation. Stop, sir. Stop, sir. Now, that's the last time I'm gonna ask you to.
On the law. Is that what I'm hearing?
All right.
I'm asking.
I'm gonna hold Mr. Garner in contempt of court. He is directly violating the court's order. I've asked him repeatedly to not interfere or add any extra commentary to this case. I've given him ample time to answer the court's question, and he continues to refuse to do so. So now I'm going to hold you in contempt, and I'm going to sentence you to 30 days Wayne County Jail, no early release.
So that means that the court is just going to violate my rights because I'm defending myself? Is that what I'm hearing?
30 days, Wayne County Jail, no early release. That'll give you some chance and some time to read up on your rights, okay? Fill out the contempt papers, Madam. So I'm gonna order you to turn yourself in today, Mr. Garner, to start that jail time, okay?
So I have a question.
I'm not answering any more of your questions. Turn yourself into the Wayne County Jail today.
So the court is going to be in direct violation of my rights in the law. Is that where we're standing?
That's how you feel. Have a good day, sir. Mr. Gross, are you there? All right, Mr. Gails.
Yes, sir.
Your case has been dismissed for compliance, all right? You're free to leave.
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor.
Have a great day.
You as well. I'm outside of your door. Is it possible I can get my paperwork back?
Yes, you can.
Thank you.
We're gonna have to get somebody to get it for you or let you in, all right?
Okay,
If there's
thank you.
if there's a guard out there, you can let them know.
I never received.
Okay.
I'm just gonna say.
Mr. Gross, he's not responding. Raymond's iPhone. Ask you to unmute yourself, please.
Yes, sir.
Morning to you. What's your name? What's your full name, sir?
Good morning, sir. I'm Raymond Terrell Griffin, sir.
Mr. Griffin. All right. Mr. Gails wants some paperwork.
Yes. Okay.
Hey, how are you? Somebody wait for paperwork outside.
Mr. Dale.
It ain't ready yet, right?
No.
That's what I said.
City of Detroit versus Raymond, Terrell, Griffin.
Why you shaking your head, John?
You know why I'm shaking my head. Versus City of Detroit versus Raymond, Terrell, Griffin, case number SP 101-8637, counts 1, 2, and 3. SP 104-0730, counts 1 and counts 2.
Oh, you got?
SP 109-125-8, counts 1 and counts 2. SP 115-9124, counts 1, 2, and 3. SP 118-867, counts 1, 2, and 3. SP 134-5155, counts 1, 2, and 3. SP 134-51621. SP 137-2688, counts 1, 2, and 3. SP 137-3005, counts 1, 2, and 3. SP 148-3753, counts 1 and counts 2. SP 1525984, counts 1 and counts 2. SP 1540433, counts 1 and counts 2. SP 9576061 at 204-58314, counts 1, 2, and 3. Appearance for the record, please.
Raymond Griffin, sir.
Sherika Harris on behalf of Mr. Griffin. For purposes of arraignment, my client stands mute.
You should be shaking your head right along with me, Mr. Griffin.
I am. We had this conversation already. I thought I was supposed to come in on May 6th with everything. I didn't know why today was today, but I made sure I made it today too.
What do you have?
It seems like he got.
Today is the date and time set for a trial. Why is he here?
He got some extra tickets and things on it, and they were not set with the trial.
All right. Formal hearing 226. So here's the deal. Got some more tickets on January the 15th, 2024. The date and time set for a pretrial in those matters. When were we here the last time? January, so right after February 2nd, these tickets should have been all on that date. We're gonna put all these matters for a trial on the date. So let's make sure we encompass those two that he had before. Did you do anything with some documentation, sir?
No, not sure. You told me May 6th to come in with the cash to be ready to handle something. I didn't know what else to do until then.
He can pay $250 on SP 104-07303. He can pay $258 on that. That's a no civil, a no insurance civil. On SP 102-37802. Like 336 on that. That would on SP 9575863. You can pay $288 on that. So it appears $258 336 and 288 would potentially get you clearances down here. It won't hurt you because those are gonna have to be paid anyway, because they're so old, they won't be encompassed in this agreement, whatever you get on May the 6th. But it'll potentially get you an opportunity to come back with a valid driver's license, would go a long way to helping you out on the cases on May the 6th, all right?
Yes, sir.
All right, do you have a pen, sir?
Give me 1 second, please. Yes, sir, I got one.
SP 102-378-02. I'll read it again. SP 102-378-02. That's 336.
336.
SP 104-073-03. That's SP 104-073-03. That is 258.
258.
SP 957-5863.
863.
SP 957-5863.
Yes, sir.
All right. Let me say.
How much on that one?
288.
288. Yes, sir.
All right, so I got a total here. I mean, you don't quote me, but I got a total of 882. What that would do, you pay those, and after you pay those, you wait 48 to 72 hours and approach the Secretary of State. And I don't know if you have any tickets in any other jurisdictions, Mr.
Nope, I don't, sir.
Only in the city of Detroit.
I mean, I handled the Roseville one, and I handled the one out of only in Detroit.
What I was going to say though, he only does his driving in the city of Detroit because he knows not to go across to the other cities. But he's got Roseville too. All right, if you pay those, you wait 48 to 72 hours. Approach the Secretary of State and start the process of getting a license. And if you don't get a license, ask them for a printout of everything. But I'm almost positive that those cases are going to come up. And if you go there before first, you can find out yourself. Go there first and then get that printout before you pay. All right.
Yes, sir.
We're going to put these all these matters for trial. And let me make sure that the new cases, the cases that actually were supposed to have been put on there, are set for trial as well.
Yes, sir.
On all matters. 5-6 it was. Make sure. I can appreciate the fact, sir, that you are on top of this and that you are taking this matter seriously. So I do appreciate that. All right.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you. It is serious. I want to get it all handled, so I'm gonna be here every time. I'm gonna have that paid off before you see me next time for sure.
Make sure you wait 48 to 72 hours after you pay that last one off, or if you pay them off at one time, pay it off and go to the Secretary of State and see if you can get a valid license. Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor, for sure.
I wish you the best of luck. So I'll see you back on May the 6th, 2024 on all the matters.
What time, May 6th?
9 a.m.
Yes, sir. Be there on time.
Very well. This is Gregory Greer.
Good morning, Your Honor. Justin Stade, on behalf of Mr. Greer, who is present and consents to appear via Zoom. Mr. Greer, can you state your full name?
Gregory Greer.
All right, let's call the case City of Detroit versus Gregory Greer. Case numbers SP 1535017, counts 1 and counts 2, and SP 1539611. Appearance for the record, please.
Again, Justin Zaid, P81051 on behalf of Mr. Greer.
For the record, Your Honor, Diachiku Mason 43471. I did put an offer in the chat for Mr. Zaire, but I will put it on the record. Dismissing the no insurance misdemeanor and unregular untitled would be reduced to improper plates and dismissing expired plates.
That is a correct recitation of the agreement and one that Mr. Greer is prepared to avail himself of, Your Honor.
All right. Did you read your client's advice and rights? Make sure he understands his advice and rights. I called you up earlier, Mrs. A, so I can have gotten you out of here, but
it's okay. I was in and out, Your Honor. I apologize.
That's all right. Go in the breakout room, and Mr. Greer, you have an absolute right to a trial. All right, speak to your lawyer and go over your rights. All right.
Yes, Your Honor.
Pass the matter. Let's go with Gross never responded. Eric Lagan Joy.
Can you hear me?
And we were ready on Adriana Lewis.
Where's Adriana Lewis? Let's go back on the record with Miss Adriana Lewis. Miss Lewis, I've given you an opportunity to speak to counsel in the breakout room. Counsel, what's your client want to do?
Yeah, and after speaking with Ms. Lewis, she wanted to have her matter set for trial and have the assistance of court-appointed counsel. I put her information in the chat.
Is that what you want to do, Miss Lewis?
Yes.
All right. I'm going to mark the file, need appointed attorney. I'm going to get your information out the chat, put that on the file, ma'am. And you need to answer the calls that you don't recognize. That one of those calls will hopefully be the attorney.
Okay.
I don't have, wait a minute, Lewis. This Chase O'Neill is the email address?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so I'm setting the trial date for June the 20th, 2024 at 9 a.m., okay?
Okay.
Make sure you get answer call for that attorney, all right?
Okay, thank you.
Have a great day, ma'am.
You too.
City of Detroit versus Eric Jalil Jordan Lagan Joy, case number SP 1135236, counts 1, 2, and 3. SP 1356967, counts 1, 2, and 3. SP 1138757, counts 1, 2, and 3. And SP 1282179. SP 1282180, counts 1 and counts 2. Appearance for the record, please.
Eric Ligon Joy.
There's the date and time. Who's got their appearance on the record for Mr. Ligon Joy?
Cody Miller, P6291, here on behalf of the defendant.
All right, today is the date and time set for a pre-trial in the matter. Can we get an offer for Mr. Ligon Joy? You have an absolute right to a trial, sir. We can make these matters go straight to trial, or we can get you an offer. What would you like to do?
I mean, can I see what the offer is before I agree on taking it?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
For the record, Your Honor, Diachiku Mason, City of Detroit, 43471. So he's got a number of matters up today. So I will offer one failure to display on driving license expired. And I will offer a 6 to 10 on the 26 to 30. 6 to 10 speed on the 26 to 30. The remainder can be dismissed.
All right, failure to display, $240 fine, sir. That is going to be a misdemeanor. It will abstract to the Secretary of State, but it won't carry any points. And then the 6 to 10 is a 2-point offense, $135 fine. We'll waive the warrant fees. You'll pay the reinstatement fee. All right, join the breakout room, speak to Mr. Miller. And keep in mind, you have an absolute right to a trial, all right?
Okay.
All right. Okay, Kiana Graves.
Yes, Your Honor.
Good morning to you, ma'am.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. So it appears that you owe $240, the city of Detroit versus Keanu Monet Graves, case number SP 1513657, count 2, and state of Michigan versus Keanu Monet Graves, SX 4257906. Appearance for the record, please.
Chairman Harris, on behalf of Ms. Graves, please state your name for the record.
Kiana Graves.
All right, so this is not on the docket today because this was set for a formal hearing on the 6th of February. No. Okay. On the 6th of February, a default judgment was entered into. Allowed Ms. Graves to pay the reinstatement fee up front on this matter. I don't believe that's been done. So I don't know why Ms. Graves is here right now because she's just not on the docket today. You have an adjustment to pay for this one ticket that you entered into on 4/8/2024. So why are you here, ma'am?
I apologize. I'm here because they told me to give you guys a call in regards to a ticket that I believe you dismissed. And it's still, I was trying to get everything paid and get my license back, but they said that there's no notes in the system. But I believe that was the ticket that you had dismissed.
You got one case dismissed on that day. No state trooper appeared, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna dismiss the other ticket, the SX 4257906. It appears that that was an oversight. Dismiss was set for formal hearing on February the 6th, 2024. The officer did not show. This should have been dismissed with related matter. All right, that's what we'll do. Dismiss the case. Now you still owe $240. You have a payment arrangement that you said that you agreed to pay by April the 8th. All right, I'm sorry. Any inconvenience, all right, Ms. Graves?
No problem. Thank you guys so much.
Best of luck to you.
Thank you. Have a wonderful day.
All right, are we ready on Greer?
Yes,
Your Honor, if I may interject, did we get any verification on Mr. Gist? Did he send you his verification,
Yes.
anything,
Oh,
or his license?
Yes.
I mean, the driving?
Yes. Yes, did give me, I did have verification that he took a driving course, and I have that. He sent me the money that he paid and that he passed the driver's course.
Okay, great, excellent.
All right, let's go back on the record with Gist. What does that change anything, Ms. Mason?
You know, Your Honor, now knowing that he gets the reckless, we will reduce to a drag racing and to dismiss the balance.
That didn't change anything. All right, so with that being said, let's put you in a breakout room, Mr. Gist. That is a 4-point offense. It does abstract, well, obviously it's gonna abstract the Secretary of State being it is a 4-point offense. Let me, and a $240 fine. Let me put you in a breakout room with Ms. Harris and speak to her about it, all right? We'll pass the matter. All right, let's go back on the record with Mr. Greer. Mr. Greer, I've given you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Is your client ready to take the plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you want to raise your right hand, Mr. Greer?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Greer.
Yes, Your Honor.
Can you raise your right hand, please? All right. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you can put your hand down, sir. You understand the maximum possible penalty for this offense is 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines?
Your Honor, what offense is do you think that he's pleading to? It's an improper plates.
Improper plate, that's a misdemeanor. That Ms. Jiko Mason said unless I understand it wrong,
Thinking improper plates is a civil infraction.
No, improper plates is a misdemeanor. It's amended count. He has a no insurance misdemeanor, unregistered, untitled misdemeanor, and he has a civil infraction expired plate. Now,
I need to speak with Mr. Mason, Your Honor.
Very well.
I don't understand that the offer is, I'm dismissing the no insurance misdemeanor and I'm dismissing the expired plates, and he would plead to improper plates, which is a misdemeanor. We cannot reduce civil infractions to misdemeanors. A misdemeanor gets reduced to another misdemeanor. That's the offer.
Okay, that's fine.
All right. You want to go ahead with the counselor?
Yeah, no, we're good, Your Honor. We spoke about it.
All right. You understand that you have an absolute right to a trial, Mr. Greer?
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand that the maximum possible penalty is 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Zayed went over your other advice or rights in the breakout room, did he not?
Yes, Your Honor.
You understood those rights?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you have any questions about those rights?
No, Your Honor.
You know, by taking this deal, you're going to give those rights up?
Mr. Greer, remember speaking
Yes.
about that? You're waiving those rights? Okay.
Yes, Your Honor.
Has anybody offered you anything other than what's been stated in the record?
No, Your Honor.
All right, let me draw your attention back to January 13th, 2024, around 9:41 a.m. in the city of Detroit, in the area of Beard Street and Lafayette. Did you have an occasion on that day to come in encounter with the Detroit Police Department?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
On January 13th, 2024, around 9:41 a.m., city of Detroit, in the area of Beard Street and Lafayette Boulevard, did you have an occasion on that day to come in encounter with the Detroit Police Department?
You said that I come in contact with the police department?
Exactly.
Yes, Your Honor.
Were you operating a motor vehicle, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did that officer ask you to produce valid registration for that vehicle?
Yes, Your Honor.
You could not do so, could you, sir?
No, Your Honor.
Why is that?
I didn't have it for the car. It was an emergency situation where I had to go. I just really had to go get somebody. I operate my other car, but during that time it was snowed in, and it was just a bad choice that I decided to do.
You have valid insurance on that other car and registration?
I have valid insurance on the car, Your Honor.
And registration on that other car?
No, not the other one anymore. Not the other one. That was my my girlfriend's car that I was
Valid license and registration on this vehicle now, Your Honor, and we can present that
Yeah.
upon request.
Say that again.
We have valid license, registration, and insurance on this subject vehicle, and we can produce that upon request.
Let's see what you have.
Is there a way for me to share my screen, Your Honor, or I can email it to somebody?
You can email it to me. You can put it in my email address. Well, let's see if that will help the defendant out, Miss Mason.
Yes, it would, Your Honor.
SEAN period PERKINS. All right, I'll pass the matter until I get that information. All right.
Sending it now, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right. Are we ready on GIST? Ms. Harris?
Your inbox, Your Honor.
Ready?
Yeah, we are, Judge.
Oh, see. It hasn't popped up yet.
Okay.
Back on the record for Greer, I have valid registration for that same Mercedes, expires later on this year, 11/20/23, 11/20/24, and I have valid insurance.
For the record, dear Chiku Mason, City of Detroit, 43471. On Greer, valid registration, valid insurance. We would be asking for dismissal at this time, Your Honor.
I'm going to grant that dismissal for providing valid documentation. All right, I'm going to put it in your file too, Mr. Greer. If there's nothing further, you have a very good day. Best of luck to you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you, Your Honor.
I have a great day. You can put that in the Greer's file as well. Have a good day, Counselor. What about Gist? Are we ready on Gist? Where's Miss Harris never zoomed back in? All right, let's go back on the record with Mr. Lagan Joy. Mr. Lagan Joy, I've given you an opportunity to speak to counsel in the breakout room. There's a plea here.
Yes, Judge. Yes, we're clean.
Yeah, what you want to do, Mr. Lagan Joy?
Take the deal.
Can you raise your right hand, please? You swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
Sir.
Oh, I was thinking to myself, like, man, I never.
You're free to leave, Mr. Greer. Have a great day. Mr. Lagan Joy, do you understand that the maximum possible penalty for these offenses are 93 days in jail and or $500 in fine?
That's the maximum penalty we talked about, Mr. Ligon. That's not what you're gonna get.
Yes, sir, I understand.
You understand that you have an absolute right to a trial?
Yes, sir, I understand.
Mr. Miller went over your other advice or rights in the breakout room, did he not?
Yes, sir.
You understood those rights?
Yes, sir.
You have any questions about those rights?
Sir.
You have to speak up.
No, sir.
You know, by taking this offer, you're going to give those rights up?
Yes, sir.
Has anybody offered you anything other than what's been stated in the record?
No, this is the first time even mentioning, like, the last time you told me to go get what I got, and that was the last time.
Hold on, go ahead.
The last time when you told me to get my stuff, when you told me to get my license and stuff, I went and I was doing all that. And then when I came back on the next court date you gave me, they told me to come back today. So this is the first time I'm discussing any of these deals or anything.
All right. Do you have a valid license, sir?
No, sir. I got my permit. I'm in between going to the
Run this driver's license, please. Did you take the better driver's course, Mr. Livingston?
I tried to sign up for it. I didn't find the site. The site was, I emailed you about it and everything.
All right, he's got a valid license. When you have a permit, that reads up from the Secretary of State as valid. So as long as you do what you need to do, then it'll stay valid. But if you don't continue on to complete that, then it's not. The court will consider this a valid driver's license. Does that change anything, Ms. Mason?
Yeah, Your Honor. What I offered them the 6 to 10, and what else did I offer them? I forgot.
And the failure to display, and then 13 were being dismissed. So I don't think it changes much.
Well,
yeah, well, the 6.
What I will say is this. Let me see if that 6 to 10 is on there already, because I don't necessarily want him to plead. Because what happens in the failure to display, it abstracts, and it's a 0-point offense, but it abstracts as a moving violation. How long before you finish this driver course? I mean, before you get your actual driver's license, Mr. Ligonjoy?
As soon as I go and take my test.
And when are you gonna do that?
I can do that right now today. I just been having, I get Ubers and stuff, but I can get there. That's not no problem at all. Get on the
Why
bus
don't
if
you
I have,
take the bus?
because I don't be taking the bus, but I will if I have to. I will.
Yeah, you spending hundreds of dollars on Uber, and you can spend $1.50 on the bus. So that's not cool enough for you, right?
Man, you know how it is, man. But I'm on the bus
You
today.
know how it is. I caught the bus all my life.
Oh yeah, no, me too. That's what I'm saying. I'm tired now.
Yeah, no, but you gotta. All right, listen. What I would like to see is before he enters into a plea with this, we can keep this offer open. But I would like to see him get a valid driver's license because I'm of the thought that if he does plead to this failure to display while he's got a permit, then it's probably gonna put him in a bad situation and potentially not make him eligible for a license then.
I have no objection to dropping the FTD, Your Honor. And he pleads to the 6 to 10.
Maybe an allowing?
I'm not dropping this down from an allowing from a 16 to 20.
No, what was just said, Counselor, that she would drop the FTD altogether. I wasn't necessarily saying that. I was saying give him an opportunity to get a license and come back and play the plea. But the 6 to 10, the SP, the 26 to 30. I don't even want to have to comment on that again, Mr. Lincoln Joy. But that was 11/22/2021. Maybe we set that default aside because it's not on here at all. What I'm going to say is let's leave the offer open today. Let's go get a valid driver's license and finish that testing and stuff. And then we'll come back and take the plea at that time, because I just have a hesitation about abstracting while you're in the state that you're in now. If you have a valid license and it's not operating on a permit, then it won't be it wouldn't be a problem to enter into this agreement, because it would probably, you would get the points on your license, but you wouldn't have to worry about getting your license suspended and reversing all that work that you've done so far. I don't know how abstraction is going to be treated while you're still a permit driver.
If I may, Your Honor, for the record, Dia Chiku Mason, I have no problem with that. My only caveat would be I am not leaving an offer open because I don't know what will happen in the process. In the meantime, he can pick up other issues. So I'm not making any promises. I will reconsider. Our office will reconsider upon his, getting his license and seeing what happens.
Well, I understood if he gets some other offenses, Ms. Mason, I completely understand.
Right. I'm just making the record. I'm making my record, Your Honor. I'm making my record.
I don't understand that. But if it stays as it is and he gets a valid driver's license and gets a permit, I just want to make sure he gets his license and that he doesn't enter anything that's going to abstract the day that reverses the work that he's already done. He's already taken a road test, haven't you?
No, that's what I need to go take. That's the last thing I needed to take. I went to Secretary of State and took the test.
The test, right?
Yes.
And obviously you passed the test. All right, we'll give you the opportunity to do that. And when are you going to do the road test, sir?
Today. Because I'm on hideout. No more trouble. Yes, sir.
All right, come back for a pre-trial on 4/15/2024. And we want that license, I'm gonna see if that's gonna read. Know that that's a valid license or permit, yes, it says permit, so we'll know if that's a valid license when you come back on 415. A valid license meaning that it's no longer just a license permit, it's a valid regular driver. Come back on 415.
What time, sir?
At 8:30.
8:30?
Yes.
I appreciate you.
All right, have a very good day, sir. Good luck on that road test. And and then I'll see you back on April the 15th, 2024, 8:30.
Okay, thank you. All you guys have a good day.
You as well. All right. Let's move on. Nicole. Nicole is
Your Honor,
gone.
we are somewhat ready on Mr. Gist, but we do have a question for the court.
Let's go back on the record with Mr. Gist. Mr. Gist, I've given you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, what is your question?
Our question for the court is, he is actually in a position where he was going to take his road test. We don't know if entering this plea today will affect that and his ability to have a valid license. We're wondering if the court could give us guidance.
Well, I know the court knows that if you have two moving violations and you don't have a license, that's two moving violations. And unfortunately, that moving violation can be a failure to display or even a no insurance proof civil infraction. Then those, so if he has either one of those out of some other jurisdiction or any other jurisdiction, and he takes this moving violation here, then he would potentially be subject to himself to not have a license for 2 years. But other than that, I don't know what Mr. Gist's driving record looks like. And I just can't tell you whether a 4-point offense or not would do that. I can't tell you that.
We would ask if the court would allow us to adjourn this matter so that he could take the test, come back, and then enter his plea, because at least he would be able to have the valid driver's license.
Ms. Mason,
provided there's no objection.
your response?
You know, I would object to that. My officer's been here, ready to proceed, but I would leave it to the court's discretion. I think Mr. Gist has had every opportunity to take these tests and to do this. But again, I would leave it to the court's discretion. But we're ready to proceed.
Why hasn't he done that?
Mr. Gist, you have to answer that.
Okay, I was making sure I could speak. That's all. But the reason why I was never able to do it because when I went to Secretary of State, they had said that it was something that there was something holding me up from allowing me to take my my road test, and I was never quite clear on what it was. They said that I had to contact the court, and I've been going to court for this little moped thing for like the last 2 years, and it's kind of like it should have been happened. It should have been completed and everything, but it's been overstretched.
Your Honor, in this matter, because he has not, I believe he has not been provided with discovery. This is a 6-point misdemeanor offense, a reckless. If you want to put it in for discovery so that he can adjourn it for further discovery on this matter, you can get appointed counsel. We can do that. So he'll have an opportunity to get his Brady material if it exists.
All right, I didn't hear what you first said. You were muffled when you first started to speak.
Oh, I'm sorry, Your Honor. Dear Chiku Mason, 43471. We could adjourn it so that we could possibly give him his discovery in this matter, since it's a reckless. There might be some Brady material that he may want in this matter. And you could appoint counsel so that we could give them the discovery.
Mr. Gist, Ms. Harris, you respond to that, and we'll just.
I think that would be fair, Your Honor, and I think appointed counsel might be able to help him in terms of getting his license as well.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and allow your adjournment for you're gonna be provided for the discovery. I'm gonna appoint an attorney. I need a good phone number from you. I need a good phone number from you, Mr. Jill.
Yeah, 248
48
249
249.
2448.
Say that last 4 digits again.
2448.
2448, 248, 249, 2448. I'm gonna appoint attorney for you. Pre-trial date is 4/15/2024 at 8:30 a.m. Need discovery. Do you have an email address so that you can get that discovery?
Yes, sir. G.
Say that again.
I can spell it too. It's jgist111@gmail.com.
jgist111@gmail. That's J as in Jalen. GIST111@gmail.com. You got that, Miss Chico Mason?
Your Honor, what we usually do is that we will give it to appointed counsel. So once the council's appointed, we have a council will contact us and request the discovery, and we will send it directly to appointed counsel.
Very well. Mr. Gist, I'm going to tell you to answer the calls that you may not recognize. Hopefully that's one of the calls from the attorney. And we'll go from there. I'm setting the pretrial date for April 15, 2024 in the matter. Officer Robinson, if there's nothing further, you be safe out there and have a very good day. And Mr. Gist, have a very good day. Best of luck to you.
Have a good day, sir.
All right. Kenneth, let's go with Irvin Gross. He finally got his this is the city of Detroit versus Irvin Franche Gross, case number SP1534844, count 1, SP1534845, counts 1 and counts 2. Appearance for the record, please.
Sherika Harris, on behalf of Mr. Gross, please state your name for the record.
Mr. Gross, state your name for the record, please. All right, that he's not responsive. And finally unmuted himself, but he's still not responding. So I don't know if there's an audio issue or not. And then I asked to turn the camera on, and he has not done so either. So we'll pass Mr. Gross's matter. Mr. Kenneth Gil.
Yes.
Is this Kenneth? This is Kenneth Gil Jr.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Good morning to you, or good afternoon now. City of Detroit versus Kenneth Floyd Gil Jr.
Yes.
Case numbers SP 1193227, counts 1, 2, and 3. SP 1193242, counts 1 and counts 2. 1461011. Appearance for the record, please. Kenneth Gil Jr.
Sherika Harris, on behalf of Mr. Gil, please state your name for the record.
Kenneth Floyd Gil Jr.
Today is the date and time set for pre-trial Mr. Gil Jr. What's the offer gonna be for Mr. Gil Jr., Ms. Mason?
For the record, Your Honor, Chiku Mason, City of Detroit, 43471, dismissing the driving suspended, no offer on improper plates, illegal dumping, delayed 6 months with the provision of taking of community service with Motor City Makeover in Detroit, at the discretion of the court as far as the hours for that community service.
All right, offer's gonna be, what is that? Illegal dumping, and it's gonna be a $500 fine. You said improper plates as well,
Correct, Your Honor.
and that's a $240 fine. I will dismiss that. The illegal dumping will be a 6-month delay. He's gonna have to pay that in a month. The improper plates, $240 fine, I'll dismiss upon payment. And dismissing the rest, those are just the two?
Yes, Your Honor, and the proviso of, community service with the Motor City Makeover organization with the.
I'm not gonna order him to do that. All right, you have an absolute right to a trial, sir.
Yes, Your Honor. I accept the plea deal.
Go in the breakout room, speak to Ms. Harris about it, all right?
Okay, thank you. How do I go to the breakout room? Huh?
Ms. Harris, are you there?
I'm here. I have to be reassigned, Your Honor.
All right, very well. Join the breakout room. He has an absolute right to a trial. Did Mr. Gross get his audio together? Corporal Baker, I don't think Miss Lacey, Daryl Lacey or Mr. Lacey has showed. We're gonna show, a warrant, a bench warrant for his arrest.
Okay, Your Honor, I appreciate it.
All right, be safe out there. See you next time.
Oh, thank you.
Attorney Williams, did I need to speak with you, Zila Williams?
No, that's the court reporter, Miss Williams Law.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I've been Chiku Mason.
All right, last time, I'm gonna call Gross. No response.
This is Lacey.
This should make Daryl Dean. Set for trial. I got that right. Sorry about that.
He didn't come to court. When he came actually.
Can I be placed back in room 2, please? Thank you.
Gross, are you there?
Yes, sir.
I've been calling for you for the longest, sir.
Yeah, I just got work, sir.
You were asleep. Turn your camera on. All right, let's go back on the record with Mr. Gross. There's a 21 to 25 mile an hour. Mr. Gross, can you state your name for the record, please?
Irvin Gross.
Mr. Miller, can you put your appearance on the record, please?
Clay Miller, PA 6291 here on behalf of Mr. Gross.
All right. Mr. Gross, I don't know, 21 to 25 over is the charge, allegation, drove while license revoked, and a no insurance proof are what we're on the record for, Ms. Mason. What is going to be his offer?
On the 21 to 25, okay, for the record, Your Honor, Dia Chiku Mason, City of Detroit, 43471, 21 to 25 goes down to 6 to 10. I'll dismiss the no insurance, and on the driver's license revoked, that's an FTD.
All right, $240. It will abstract to the Secretary of State. And then it's 6 to 10. It's gonna be $135. That's gonna abstract it is gonna be 2 points. You have an absolute right to a trial. Mr. Gross, I'm gonna put you in a breakout room with Mr. Miller and have a conversation with him, all right?
Okay.
Let us know what you want to do when you come out. Turn his camera on too.
We're ready on Mr. Gil, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, let's go back on the record with Mr. Gil. Mr. Gil, I'll give you an opportunity to speak to counsel in the breakout room. Counsel, what your client want to do?
Your Honor, my client actually wants to enter a plea. He indicated that at his last court hearing, he was about to take a plea, and that plea offer was dismissing the traffic tickets. Obviously, it was a $500 fine on the illegal dumping. So we were wondering, could that offer be reinstated? He indicated that at that time, I think he had to be rescheduled.
I don't have anything
right before he took his plea.
I don't have anything in the file notating that, but that's up to you as a city attorney.
No, my offer stands as it is.
So, Mr. Gil, they're not going back to that original offer. It would be the offer that we just discussed in the breakout room.
And how much was that? How much? I know it's 500, but how much is the other ticket?
240.
Yeah, yes, Sean, I accept it.
Can you raise your right hand, please, sir?
Yes.
Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole, nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do.
You can put your hand down. Do you understand the maximum possible penalty for this offense is 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines?
Yes.
You understand that you have an absolute right to a trial?
Yes.
Ms. Harris went over your other advice and rights in the breakout room. Did she not?
Yes, she did.
You understood those rights?
Yes, I did.
You have any questions about those rights?
No, Your Honor.
By taking this deal, you're gonna give those rights up?
Yes.
Anybody offered you anything other than what's been stated in the record?
No.
Let me draw your attention back to April the 23rd, 2023 at around 9:22 p.m. in the city of Detroit, in the area of Majority and Van Dyke Street. Did you have an occasion on that day to be in that time, around that date time in that area?
Yes.
Where did you go out there and you dump your trash out there in those people's neighborhoods?
Yes.
You don't even live in the city of Detroit, do you?
Yes. Well, no, not anymore.
And you wouldn't dump your trash in anywhere on your neighbor's block in Melvindale, would you?
No, Jan, I moved. I didn't dump it. I rode it from one side of the street to the other. My friend owns the business on one side, and somebody dumped their trash there, and I moved it to another side. But I got caught. The other guy did it. It's not my trash. I didn't have. It's not like I was.
Your trash, if you're dumping it, sir, you took possession of it, didn't you?
Yes.
And you
I
knew you knew better than to go out there and dump that trash out there, didn't you?
Yes. But I didn't dump. Yes, you're right. Yeah, you're right, Yana. Yes.
Somebody tell you to jump off the bridge. What are you gonna just do it because they told you to?
No, I'm not gonna. No.
All right, then. Let's not try to point the finger at anybody else. Now is the time to set responsibility, sir. And you wouldn't do that you wouldn't do that in your block in Melvindale. You're not gonna take your trash across the street and put it in front of the neighbor's house, are you?
No.
All right, then. That's what we're trying. That's the point I'm trying to make. All right. I'm going to find him guilty of the as charged. I'm going to fine you $500 for that. You're going to take a 6-month delay, and you're going to pay that in a month by March the 26th, 2024. As for the other charge, let me draw your attention back to April the 27th, 2021, at around 2:47 p.m. in the city of Detroit, in the area of Van Dyke and Grinnell Street. Did you have an occasion on that day to come in contact with the Detroit Police Department?
Yes.
Were you operating a motor vehicle?
Yes.
Was there something wrong with the plates on that vehicle?
Yes.
What was wrong with them, sir?
I believe they was expired.
That would be improper. So I'm going to find him guilty as charged for the improper plate. $240 fine for that. I'll dismiss that upon payment. I'm going to just mark both of these review. Stipulate the probable cause for the dismissal of the other matters.
So stipulated, Your
All right, I'm going to mark this for review on both of the matters on the 24 on 3/26/2024. You pay the $240. I'll dismiss that case. Pay the $500 by 3/26/2024. We'll wait the 6-month delay period, and it'll be dismissed if you don't get in any other trouble like that again. All right.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. I'm gonna waive the warrant fees. If there's nothing further, sir, you pay that at any DivDad kiosk in the city of Detroit. I'm told you can upload that to your that DivDad app to your phone, or you pay it down here at the court. Those are the two best ways I can tell you to pay it, sir. If nothing further, I'll see you back on March the 26th, 2024 at 8:25. All right.
Yes.
Have a great day, sir. Best of luck to you.
You too. Thanks.
Thank you. Okay. Are we ready on gross?
We will be doing the plea, Judge. I don't think he came out though of the breakout room.
All right, let's go back on the record with Mr. Gross. Mr. Gross, I've given you an opportunity to speak to counsel in the breakout room. Counsel, what's your client want to do?
He would like to avail himself of the plea offer today, Judge.
All right, is that what you want to do, Mr. Gross? Mr. Gross, you have to unmute yourself and turn your camera on, please. Is that what you want to do, Mr. Gross?
Yes.
All right, can you start your video, please?
Okay, there we go.
Ask to start video. Go down to the video.
Start video. Unable to start my video.
All right, raise your right hand, Mr. Gross.
Okay.
Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
You can put your hand down, sir. Sir, do you understand the maximum possible penalty for this offense is 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines?
Yes, sir.
You understand you have an absolute right to a trial.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Miller went over your other advice or rights in the breakout room, did he not?
Yes, sir.
Understood those rights?
Yes, I do.
Any questions about those rights?
No, sir.
You know by taking this deal, you're gonna give those rights up?
Yes, sir.
Has anybody offered you anything other than what's been stated in the record?
No, sir.
Let me draw your attention back to December 22nd, 2023 at around 10:50 a.m. in the city of Detroit, in the area of Evergreen and Jeffries Freeway. Did you have an occasion on that day to come in contact with the Detroit Police Department?
Yes, sir.
Were you operating a motor vehicle?
Yes, I was.
The officer asked you to produce a valid driver's license.
Yes, he did.
You couldn't do so, could you, sir?
Nope, going to work. No, sir, I couldn't.
Why is that?
Trying to rush to go to work, and I had a ticket I had to owe and had to pay, and rushing and going to work because I work right around the block, right there on Evergreen and Schoolcraft at Detroit.
That has nothing to do with you being able to produce a valid driver's license, sir. Why couldn't you produce the driver's license?
I didn't have them on me, and then I owed one ticket. I owed another ticket.
You didn't have them on you because you didn't have a license, right?
Right. Yes, sir.
That's what, all right, find your client guilty of amended count of failure to display $240 fine. Probably if you weren't going 21 to 25 over, you may not have gotten caught and you got to work and wouldn't be here now.
You're right. You're right, Judge.
Stipulate to the face of the ticket as an after factual basis for the responsible plea counselor.
Yes, so stipulate, Judge.
Find your client responsible for the amended count of 6 to 10 over. That's a 2-point offense, $135. When can you pay, Mr. Roche? You know you owe a lot of other money to the court as well.
Well, I can make a payment plan within. I get paid every 2 weeks.
All right. You're gonna make a payment plan. I'm gonna put down here and give you a month to do this. If you make the payment plan, I'm gonna write on the file, allow payment plan.
Okay, Your Honor.
All right, that way you can enter into the agreement. There's nothing further, Mr. Gross. Have a very good day. Best